Hey family, how you guys doing? I think not so good. Just here chilling. Today's Sunday. Happy Sunday night to everybody. This is your girl, Resilient Queen. I got up so late today, guys. I'm telling you, I was so tired. Very tired. I was very tired. I got up and I told my kids I'm going to church. I got up, came home. I should have just stayed up. When I lay down, people, your girl was out. She was out. I didn't get up till like 3 something. This stuff. And I need a full complete, at least almost close to 8 hours to get a full complete rest. Yeah, so I had to take the kids on the road, get them something to eat. And then when I went and bought them something to eat, when I brought it home, um, a friend of mine that I know, and we went on the road there. And when I brought it home, brought the food home, what I ordered is not what was in the bag. I didn't even check the bag. So when I got home, the stuff that I bought for the kids was not there. They give me something else, and the kids don't like it. So we just ate the chicken and the juice and stuff. So tomorrow I gotta probably just cook a big pot of food. And then when I be sleep, the kids be turning off my fridge. I walk in their house yesterday when I came home. I'm like, what is that smell? So after it come like about 2 days, the kids them turn the fridge off and I didn't even notice it. The bottom. So I have to throw everything in there. The food and stuff. So hola, ¿cómo está? This here chilling home today. Happy Sunday night. Happy Sunday night. Just went out on the road and come back. No, no. I probably need to one of these days. So, muy bien. I'm not that fluent in Spanish though. Used to. Well, not say used to, but I was much more than. I was probably average, but now, you know, use it, you lose it. You know what I mean? But hoping in the near future to get it back. It and Mandarin. I like Mandarin. I self-taught myself Mandarin, but you know, you don't use it, you lose it. You know. Yes. Yep. Yep. You know how we go. You know how it go. Well, welcome. Welcome. No work today till tomorrow for me. So I'm just here chilling little. I'm just kind of disappointed the kids didn't get their food. So tomorrow now, I gotta cook some different food. So hola, hola. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome everybody. Welcome. You're so funny. You say if I don't use my mind tool, we'll lose it. Well, that's on him if he don't want to use it. All right. You haven't worked in 5 years. Well, some people haven't worked, but they're probably doing something else. So probably that's what you're doing. Blessings, man. Enough respect to you. Blessings. Welcome, welcome, welcome. They say welcome to boring lifestyle. It's not boring, people. It's keeping my sanctuary safe and sound. You know, safe and sound. The place is so peaceful. You don't believe it. All I hear is just a fridge. Bless up, man. Enough respect to you, man. Appreciate you stopping by, all of you. Yeah. So I'm home today chilling. Because this night owl always working somewhere. I'm home tonight chilling. Chilling, chilling, chilling. Sorry to hear that, man. I hope and pray all will be well. So we can hope for the best. We already know the outcome of life is death, so just hope and pray, man. You know, I have a few challenges in my family. Lost a aunt just last week Thursday. One of my aunt husband died last week Friday. So it's like hers back to back, you know what I mean? But death is a must, so the big the big challenge of life that we can't run from, you know what I mean? So we just have to just embrace life and hope and pray that, you know, we can all deal with these things that are gonna come that we have no control over, like sickness, death and all these things. We don't have no control over it. Because if we did, then trust me, we'd be better off right now. You know what I mean? But such is life, though. Just keep the faith, man. Don't give up. You know. We get out a situation alive, but when it comes to death, is a different scenario. You know what I mean? It's a life and death is a must. So you must born and you must dead. So that's the two. That's the beginning and the end. So you're born alive. That's the beginning, and then you end in death. So such is life, and we just have to live and live the way we can. And if we can bring forth, good vibes, good energy, you know, we can't bring everything good all the time because we're a human being. You never know what going to knock we sometime. No, no, I am not. No, you never know what's gonna hit you sometime, but you still have to be grateful and be blessed and thank God you're alive and well. You know what I mean? And just keep living. Keep living. Even if you're not living your dream yet, you never know. You never know. Just gotta keep living, keep surviving, keep believing, keep striving. You know. One day we will all unleash our goals. That we have out there. So many times we don't know what our goals are until in the end. Sometimes it's so funny. It's like you have somebody, you send a child to school and they say, you ask them, what do you want to be when you grow up? And they say, I don't know. They're telling you the truth. So sometimes even as adult, sometimes the path you choose to get where you need to go, then you realize, I'm not so much interested in it no more. Then you realize that, all right, I need to change this. So how could I change this? You know what I mean? And then you start to think of a bunch of different ways to make your life better. And I think we all doing that right now. Even though we might be in a job that we like or something, that doesn't mean that's the end of what we want our life to end with, to struggle into something because we like it. You know what I mean? We're always continually thinking of growth. Well, for me personally, I'm always thinking of how can I grow myself, but in what? And some of the question I ask myself, do I want to work for people for the rest of my life, or do I want to try to touch my hand at something else? Well, it's a challenge. You know what I mean? Especially when you come out and have to go back in, and then it can be a challenge, but you have to know what you're going in there for. If you decide to go back into the world of work, you gotta know your purpose of going back in there. What are you hoping to achieve? What are your goals in why you want to get back into that kind of phase of life where that deal with so much nerve-wracking things now, especially nowadays where it's chaotic, it's stressful, you know but if you feel the urge to go back and challenge yourself in something else, just make sure it's something that you want to do and somebody is not forcing you to do it, because then it become harder. You know what I mean? So this is not easy. But I want to be able to create my own business in the near future. Maybe not right now, but that's what I want to do. I kind of have some stuff, at the back there thinking about. And I mean in the back of my we say the back of our mind, our brain. You know what I mean? But don't give up. Dreams are real, and if you decide to say, "Okay, I love the working world. Let's go back in it," why not? Just make sure you go back with a purpose, because we all work in the world before the world of work, 9 to 5 jobs, and some people might not the like being a boss no more because of all the challenge that they face when they become a boss and something. So they start to look back in themselves and say, you know what? I rather work for somebody. Because then I don't have to worry about paperwork. I don't have to worry about this. I don't have to worry about that. Blah, 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 etc., etc. And then I can take more time to spend with my family. Because you have vacation time, pay time, leave off, blah, 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 whatever, whatever, whatever. You know what I mean? Well, that's good. That's a beautiful thing. It's just that you have to come now and like how you say you have that, kind of what they call it, that kind of asset. You have to know how to build on that foundation that was already, embedded there, yeah, planted there for you. So, but not everybody are lucky enough to have that kind of, where it all. So you have to know how to navigate yourself around that, because that's a $1 billion industry, if, in my opinion. It once you know how to put your own twist and flavor to what somebody would have passed off and left for you. You know what I mean? Even though you want to keep their memories alive and everything, but still you gotta remember you are you too. So you can add your own twist to everything and make it become yours, because they left it for you. You just have to be smart about money, smart about how you transition, map out everything, plan out everything, document everything. And if you need proper legal advisor, so you seek those kind of help in order to help navigate you with a estate or any kind of business that is much more wider than a single sole proprietor business. You know what I mean? That require more work, require more than one person to do it and all these things. So you have to seek help if you need that, so that it can be a business that is effective and not just a business that is, up and down, struggling, and nobody there to really help you. Especially, we all have our strengths in some way, shape, or form. Your strength may be good in architecture, creating, designing, or anything, but then you might not good with paperwork and all of these things, and you might need somebody to help you with that. So when it comes on to a lot of stuff in life, especially when you branch into be a business owner, it's a lot of legal stuff you have to do. It's a lot. But when you get over that bridge, you will cross it. Because I'm hoping to cross it one day too, hopefully, as long as life lasts, then I should be on this planet here. I hope it. So anybody have a dream out there, don't give up. Just keep hoping, dreaming, working towards it. Well, that's a big business, 'cause everybody everybody has some form of bug or something they battling lead exterminator. They're not cheap. They are not cheap. I used to rent from a lady and she used to say it's not cheap to call an exterminator or anything. So I just don't know the background part of everything in that kind of area. Just hear that it's not cheap to call them, because just to call them for one inspection or one look of service or so, it can cost them pretty penny. I don't know how much their pretty penny looks like to them. That's not something that people want to disclose to the whole population. That's something have to be confidential, strictly between two parties. So, or depends on how many parties are there. So, I don't know. But anything you put your heart, your soul, and mind to, you will achieve. And you see, you have many business right now that everybody is doing the same thing of. But one unique thing that stand out in that business is because they are different. Sorry, I want to mean different. You go to restaurant all the time and you might see a restaurant here that serve the same thing as another restaurant, but it's their unique style, their unique way of how they do stuff and all these things. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. That will make them stand out more. What make you you. These are some of the things. Even when you go for interview, they ask you, what do you bring to the table? Um, what gonna make you you in here, what gonna make you stand out, what's gonna make you different, how are you gonna help this business to grow, how are you gonna do that, so there's a lot of stuff. No, I would not step onto the bug for business. No, no, nope. That's not my kettle of fish. You know, I'll throw hot water on the bugs. I'm fine. We just chit chatting, people commenting in the chat, and I'm just chatting back with them. That's all we're doing. Nothing spectacular tonight. Just all I come with stuff. Nothing much. If you have a question, you can drop it in the chat. We can talk about it. If you want we to talk about something, just keep it, respectful and everything. So, we can make things go nice, smooth, and flow. You know what I mean? Just talking about, somebody comment on something, we just talk about. It's not really like we have a topic or anything. I have plenty of topics that I can come with, but I can't do nothing right now to some stuff I have to wait. So I just right now just being me, natural, unique, and authentic. You know what I mean? Yes. So we go. When you mean the bug, what? Explain your bug definition, because I'm thinking of bug as insect or something. Why? You got so many people talk so different nowadays that I probably misinterpret your question or something. So kind of explain it a little bit more what you mean by bug, because there's so many bugs running around. I'm tired of them in the human form. But such is life, I mean, it's still gonna flow by. If I need to spread it, I spread it. Put them on mute. But such is life. We have so many things to give God thanks. So no, I would not. Ooh, ooh. You say spider beetle. Oh, you crazy? I'm looking to run down the third floor. You go tell me about spider? That's not an industry I would want to be in. I'm sorry. Kudos to the brave souls, not me. I'll be evicted quick. The way I'll be jumping and running, I would forget I have two kids I need to hold their hands because I'll be gone. The door probably would not be open. I see a spider. I hate bugs. That door would not be open. I'll be gone. I run through the door. If I said I run through the mesh door, forgot that the mesh was there. That's me now into a hood door. I run through the door, forgot that the door is not open. No, I don't do those kind of stuff. No. Mm-mm. As such is like I want to go into like restaurants or school, open my own school or something. So I have a couple things in the pipeline, and then maybe start a foundation where I can give back and stuff like that. But not those kind of arena. No bugs around here. Mm-mm. Nope. My nerves were not built to, and my heart, I don't even know if my heart is good enough to tolerate all those things. So nope, 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 nope. But my dreams is to either own my own school or my own restaurant or a couple other stuff down the line there. But or maybe hopefully one day to be a mentor to young boys because I got two boys. Be a mentor to young boys because you see what is happening now. We're losing our boys, and a number of factors are contributing to us losing our boys in different directions. You know what I mean? So I would love to be a mentor for young boys personally. And then I have two young boys myself. So as a boy mom, and just to see all the stuff that is happening around, and it affect 95% of the boys as opposed to the girls. Things affect the girls, don't get me wrong, but they're contributed to boys, you know what I mean? So I would love to really mentor the boys at a young age where we can help them grow and understand how to become a young man, in society, regardless of, because most of the challenge that you hear sometimes is that, oh, father is not around, oh, mama is not around, or mama is on drugs, father is drinking, alcoholic, and all these things that are contributing to children, negative, for children to be declining into negativity as opposed to being positivity because there's no positive role models around them and stuff like that. So that's my goal, to be able to be mentor for them, you know what I mean, and help bring back young boys and stuff to see how good evening, how are you, to see where we can get this level of lifestyle for young boys to understand that, hey, you have to learn how to stay in your lane, and staying in your lane, you can't just use your parents fat to fry you. They are not you. You are you. Everybody was born unique and different, and the part your parents take shouldn't be too much implication on you or anything, you know what I mean. Good morning. Good morning. So it's challenging because some children do love their parents even when they went down the rabbit hole or anything, but at the same time we got to understand that we need to help unify, and it's not just young boys and alone, but we need to help unify young people, the younger generation, because when we are gone, they're gonna left to carry the torch. You know what I mean? When we're no longer in this world. So whether we want to help them or not, or we want to say, oh, they don't want the help or not, trust me, if you have 10 of them, maybe one or so will listen. And that's a plus. You know what I mean? That's a plus to say somebody listening, and then that you can, once that person grow and they see growth in that person, you create an atmosphere for the young people to be in, and they want to be in there. You will see result. But until then, father not in the home, mother not in the home, through violence, through this, through that, it's stress, because then that bring mental health struggles on children. And one of the biggest thing we all have to understand is that if we could read mind, maybe we could have saved lives, if that makes sense. When things are happening, if we could have read mind and know that this person is about to struck, cause problem, big, massive, maybe we could have changed the trajectory quicker, intervene earlier, but we don't have that ability. Not even the psychic have that ability, you know what I mean? Even though they say they're psychic out there, not even the psychic, I don't think, have that ability. It's a lot of stuff that is happening, like mass this, mass that, in a negative way, would have been prevented. But if the psychic say he's psychic and don't have the answer, then we just have to just hope and pray, you know. Create more facilities to help bring awareness to young children, their mental health struggles that they're faced with because of the challenge that they've been through. All the stuff that they had to endure, you know. And even though I just mentioned about one factor, father not in the home, mother not in the home, blah blah blah, you know, all those things are challenge. But what about the peer pressure too? You look at peer pressure in children. You're sending good boys and good girls to school, and then they're under peer pressure at school too. How do we address these factors that are helping to decline our children way of life? You know what I mean? How do we do all of that? And then you have social media where everything is out there now, where they can have access to all these things whether you like it or not. You know, I'm originally from Jamaica. You know what I mean? So there is a lot of stuff that contribute to the decline in how we see children raised now and how they do stuff. So we have to learn to embrace what we have, to understand that we need to start take things in hand to find ways to create a community that believe in young people and can help them master the art of living. Yes, help them master the art of living so that they don't have to think that way. And sometimes all young people need is just somebody to believe in them. You know what I mean? Just somebody to believe in them. I was training one little young lady once. She was like 21 years old, and she said she was there in the morning, and the girl in the morning didn't want to train her because the girl said she's gonna she's in her way. And I'm saying if somebody need a job at a young age, if they don't get experience, how are they gonna go out there to become productive? They can't become productive into a place that they don't get no training. You know what I mean? So you want them to work, or you want young people to work, but if somebody not willing to train them, how are they gonna be um what do you call it, not just productive, but how are they gonna be transitioning into the work of work into the work of world into the workforce? How are they gonna transition into that if nobody wanna help them grow? You know, because some people after they embedded themselves into something, they become selfish. I think that somebody coming to take their job. Let me tell you something. What is for you, they say, let no man destroy it. And if something is for you, it don't matter how many person he or she trained to come and replace you, they will never replace you. Because one is like everybody say, oh, this person is good. How long that person working there? Because you know, everybody go through this early phase of life, you know. But after that, all phase of life is over. You go see the real you know, everybody coming out, including myself, you know what I mean? Everybody personality not gonna be the same like when they just want something. You want something, so you're gonna be on the best behavior to hit the door. And then once you get into the door, some people become toxic, raising hell. You know what I mean? But that's on them. What you have to do is remind them that this is a place that you don't condone certain things. And if those rules are not in place, then people gonna take do what they gotta do and don't care. They don't care if they affect anybody. They just gonna do what they gotta do because the head ain't right. I said the knucklehead up top ain't right, then the knucklehead at the bottom ain't gonna be right. That's what they call them. You know what I mean? Cause, and then some people just have business to have a business. You know what I mean? They don't have it with true intention. They just have it with a purpose to say, okay, they don't care. But when you're in a business, you have to deal with the public or deal with any, you have to care. It's all it takes for you. You know how hard it is to go up the ladder? It takes some people many years to get to where they need to go. And it's so easy for them to just fall right off. Easier to fall than rise. So we have to be very, very careful how we do stuff and don't be selfish. You know, if we can teach others to become productive, why not? You know, I don't think that somebody is gonna take your position. Nobody can take your place. Nobody. Anything is for you. No one will ever take it from you. They will try. Don't get me wrong. They will try. But we gotta remember, the only thing the brightest angel that was in heaven that God shoved out of heaven could not do to man was blow breath in man. So you know he gonna get as close as possible. But you gotta still remember, what is for you, nobody can take that from you. Nobody. They thought of it. They think of it. They trying. But guess what? What God put together, they say, let no man destroy it. And that's what you have to tell yourself. You know, when life come in a certain way, and it's so funny that when you're at the bottom of the pyramid, nobody cares. You could be drowning and they walk past. You know what I mean? You're flapping like a bird. Nobody cares that your arm is broken and nobody cares. But as soon as you say growth, it's like you're cursed. This is the time you have, I like to use this word, parasite. Wanna live off for you. And when they can't live off for you, they become toxic to your health. Because you have a boundary, you have a foundation that you lay down, you have your rules, you have your regulation, and when they can't follow it, they become parasites. You know, live off you without giving you nothing in return than toxicness. But we still gotta remember, when you're at the bottom of the pyramid and nobody cares, it's like you're at the bottom of the ladder. Don't you need somebody to push you up, keep carry you up? You think that person going up there that care about you down here? He don't care. Because he using you to walk up. So we have to pay attention that life is funny, but we gotta live anyhow. And it's when you're trying, you work your hardest. It's like you spend 2, 3 years building a business plan just to imperfect it. Because you want this business to work. You want to have it for the next 10, 15, 20 years. And you build that empire. And all it takes is for one parasite to ruin all of that. One parasite to ruin all of what you built. And that's why when I believe that when people become successful after they reach a certain stage in life, I believe that you should be the mastermind behind everything. Pay attention. Make sure you're dotting your I's and crossing your T correctly. Because if you shift, then everything will shift too quicker than you shift. And you're not going to even know. Like they say, when you think it's peace and safety, it's sudden destruction. So we gotta be very mindful. Very, very mindful. Because most people want to see you fall. They don't want to see you rise. But that's on them, baby. We gotta keep dreaming. Have you ever been working somewhere and somebody so toxic they said something to you and it just didn't sit well with you? And there is no word that would come to your mind to describe that person or something, but just how you just kept quiet and praying, whispering a prayer deep down inside. God answer the prayer, remove you out of that toxic life or toxic workplace. He remove you. If you ever ask right now, if you're in a toxic workplace and you're in there and you realize you will know when something toxic to you because you become a mouthpiece. Thank you. And you're in this toxic place. You will know. Let me tell you how you're gonna know, because you start get miserable. You start get grumpy. Everything somebody say, you either popping at the mouth or you just go. Some people go silent. Not everybody pop at the mouth. You just go silent, or you just can't stand them, or you just start not show up at work, start going late, or anything. You will know when you have enough of this crap. But one thing you have to pray for before you think twice to do anything. Appreciate you, not that a problem. Appreciate you, Thomas. Appreciate you. One thing you have to think about is that, listen, if you know you are struggling with bills and you're struggling with certain things in life, they don't have to know it, but you know it. So you whisper to God and say, all right, I just need you to give me a little bit more faith in me, a little bit more strength and courage to deal with these little parasites over here. So to deal with all these little parasites, or we call them Jezebel, because they're terrible. So that you could eat up little food. And when we mean eat up little food, you could work little more dime. That mean, cause sometimes if you're gonna leave your work and you don't have 3 month rent put up, that can help you navigate your way around. At least don't even bother leave it. If you don't got 3 month worth of rent put up, don't even bother think, because let this parasite get ahead of you. Don't even bother. You know what I mean? You work up and make sure you have at least 3 month rent. If you don't got 3 month rent, because you can, especially if you're struggling and you got children. They even play that game with this parasite away. You tell that parasite, Baba Ali said, Baba Ali said, you're gonna tired to see me face. And you know you can't get me out of the race. Well, keep running the race with that rat. And remember, you let them know, listen, you guys are gonna tired to see my face. Yeah, man, appreciate, man. Yeah, man, I love everybody too, see, mistake. I love everyone until everyone don't love me. Who cares? That's on them. Yes, Mama Rocket. You know what I mean? I'm Mama Rocket that. But you just keep pushing until you can get there. Because we all have a cutoff point when the cup is full. His song said, my cup is full and running over. You will know when your cup is full and running over, and that's it. But all I'm saying, you make sure you have something, just in case if something should happen, you have at least 3 month rent, so that any little thing you can say to your landlord or whoever you're renting from, Yeah, some people rent from their family as well. They can go to them and say, listen, cousin, listen, auntie, listen, landlord. I only have 3 month rent. I'm trying to see when after 3 months, I don't know what will happen. Within that time frame, within 3 months, you get it ample time to think about your next phase of life. What's the next chapter gonna be like? Within that whole 3 month, you will know what the next chapter gonna feel like. You just start to think before you leave that job. You think of it first. What is my life gonna be like? you know when I was going to into the hospital to have my child, and I was getting a C-section at the time. I um i put i pay my rent in advance because my son was gonna born, and he's supposed to born on the 17th of August. He ended up born on the 18th of August. And I talked to my landlord or something, because you never know what the future hold. You're going into a hospital, you don't know what to expect. Many go in and never return. The kids come out, you don't come out. You know what I mean? It's just part of life. Life is what it is. Some born, some die. That's what they tell you. When people, somebody have to die for somebody to be born. That's what they say. And everything. And I make sure, because I know I was gonna get a C-section, and I was not going back into work face that fast. I make sure at that time I had at least 3 months worth of rent aside. You know just to make sure everything, and it's a good thing I was um doing that. And during that time, it was just a lot of hill and gully ride, and I don't need to go in great detail, but it's just a lot of obstacles at that time, before I get into the hospital. So, but one day I will be able to share, but never give up. That's all I can say. You never give up for anything. When parasite come around and they want to tear you down, you don't even look at them. Do those, the fake life that people be doing sometimes. How are you? I'm good. How you doing? I'm good. Yeah, yeah, you're good as hell. Cause you trying to tell her, get up my face. You know, get up my face. But then, and when you deal with toxic people every day, after a while they don't bother you, because you build enough strength, a building of growth inside of you. You have readjust some of the way you think about that person, so that person don't have to bother you no more. But when you give too much strength to those person become toxic to your health. They drain your mental health. You know, I used to have a lady who stalked me, tear up my car, do everything. And I used to be so stressed out and everything, and I had just had baby or something. Man, I don't even know how I don't end up in everything. And I remember I used to, have to protect my kids at all time, because that lady was messing with me. I reported her several times to the police and everything. She was just something else. She was like, I used to say she was like a bed bug. She don't go away for that easy. So I used to say, call her bed bug and everything. And let me tell you something. I don't know how I manage. Hi, how are you? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. How are you doing? And I don't know how I managed, man. That woman was something else. I reported her, I did everything. I was so stressed out. And I had just had baby, I had a C-section. That woman almost killed my life. Eh? Man. And she come one day with something to hit me in my head and all this. I had to tell my neighbor to call it. Listen, man, sometimes you see people, you wouldn't even know what they've been through. The hills and valleys. But we gotta keep surviving, we gotta keep fighting. Because life, once you're on earth, you're gonna have everything thrown at you. But what I was saying, that once you, and why I was saying this now is because I want to say that once you know how somebody is or are, it's easier for you to start realize yourself. You pray about it, and you said I used to pray about it. And I said, why is this woman all of a sudden to start mess with me like that? And she used to get to me at first, you know what I mean? And then one day, I think I spoke with the landlord, and this landlord said, you know what? Don't argue with her. I'm begging you, don't argue, just leave her alone. Every time she mess with you, you call the cop. And it's a good thing I was listening and doing exactly what she said. And then I started to pray. So now she will come out because we were living close by, and she will come outside and she will start mess with me or mess with my kids. Oh, look at my kids, this, look at, and if you see who was talking, you wouldn't even believe. But anyway, that's a different story. And she was messing with the kids, messing with me and everything. And one day I heard a voice said, "Don't you dare answer her." So I stopped arguing with her, stopped saying anything to her, nothing. And when I tell you God revealed everything that woman had in her spirit to harm me, she end up, I think, get evicted or something from the apartment or move or whatever. And that woman came back to kill me because she don't feel like she should have me still there. I said, lady, you're not even my mama. You could be my mama, 60-year-old. Some of these witch, some of these people, God help them. And then she bring one of those things out the car, the thing you use to lock your car, to come and hit me with it. And I tell her, go ahead. She come to hit me, and then one of my neighbor, I don't even know how my neighbor saw it. He always had my video too. He said, you have too much to lose, she have nothing to lose. Out of the blue, she just get jealous. And I'm telling you, I did not have a car before, and as soon as I have my car, that woman start tearing my car up. Every scratch, every bruise. Then I pressed charges on her and everything. She never showed up at court or anything. And then I had to write a letter, you know, to the court and everything. They say by law they have to give her a next chance to show up. Of course, she never show up, so never heard anything more of the case. But I wrote a letter and I said, they asked if I need any damage, whatever from her. I said, I need nothing from this woman. All I need is her to do is to leave me and my children alone. She stresses me out. She put him into a mental depression. When I tell her I had terrible headaches, I was so stressed out, it's like you wouldn't even believe. You know what I mean? So I had to stop. Well, whatever you're going through, and if it needed for you, my dear, hopefully, you can, find a way to resolve things. But I had to literally stop because it was mentally draining me out. You can imagine? You just had a C-section, have a baby, I went to 6 week I had preeclampsia, and then had to deal with her stress at 60 years old. So I wrote in the letter, I think I said it. I said that one could be my mama. I said that old ladies need to sit down, go to some counseling or something. And if she keep messing me or something, then she get what she need to get. I don't want nothing from her. I don't want nothing. All I wanted her to do was just leave me alone. That is my provider and he's my protector. But her messing with me, no. That's too much on your mental health. Too much. That was too much. I remember one day when she came to fight me and everything, my sons were in the car, we were about to go do DoorDash. And my oldest son, I think I have some pictures though, of when she tried to fight me, everything, I have some scars, right? Scars, I think some was right here and right up here, everything. Because let me tell you something, people. So when somebody come to fight you, as long as they don't have no weapon, you let them hit you first. You let them hit you first. You hear me? You let them hit you first. Don't hit first. And everything. And when I go back into the car, because I had just came home. A matter of fact, I went to this race. What was the name of the race? Dream Cruise 5K. I went to Dream Cruise 5K to part in the race, came back with my medal and feel good and nice. And about to go pick up one of my friends to follow me to go do DoorDash at the time. And this lady decided to mess with me. And I'm going to another race the next day at the zoo to go compete. And I went to the zoo last year with this car in my face running at the zoo 5K roadways. Yes, I went there because I'm not gonna let because of her toxic parasite self. I stopped after I paid my money to go help, with the road race. Well, I was running in the race. I was taking part in there, and I ran in there. I ran with this car right here. Yeah. And then before when I was going to do DoorDash, my son said, "Mama." That lady whoop you real good. Guys, I'm telling you, my son is something else. He said, Mama, that lady whoop you real good. Because he was right in front of my kids. You know, when you're a single mama, you have your kids. They see everything you go through. And that can also affect them too. And that's why I stand up. Don't play with me. I don't play none of those games. But because I know when you hit first, you're going to go to jail. So you don't dare hit first. As long as they not a weapon in their hand to harm you where you have to really defend yourself. Like when I mean weapon, you know, deadly weapon, like deadly weapon. I'm not talking something that they might hit you and you can knock them crap somewhere. I'm talking like, you know, the weapons. You let them hit you first. Don't be no fool. Yes, you don't want nobody hit you, but take my foolish advice. He will save you with the law. Because when it come on to violence like those, I can see how people provoking you, and if you smack them, you get in trouble. No, you let them provoke you and then smack you. You don't do it. Yeah? But thank God I'm out of that phase now and everything. And she can't come near me. She have to stay away from me. She cannot. So, you know, we've been through a little hassle, but just food for thought, people. You know, you have some neighbors today that's like to mess with people for no reason. They just mess with people for no reason. You have to stand up and fight, you know. Whether you're male or female, you gotta stand up and fight. But as long as somebody has no weapon to hurt you or something, they do what they gotta do. They say, God, spare me. Block me out from them. Remove me. You pray. And then after she left and all of that over and done, about a week after, somebody come banging at my window. I just came back from DoorDash about 1 o'clock in the night. Somebody banging at my window where I was before I moved to here. Somebody banging on my window. Bang, 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 bang. You know those low downstairs apartment? Banging on the window. I'm like, who is this? So I climb up, because my bed was close to the window. So I climb up and look. And when I look, I see this tall black guy outside. I'm like, who is that? I couldn't see. I know he person tall, but I couldn't see his face because he was taller than me. Like taller than the building. Because the building is kind of low. Yeah? And I remember I had this old man church brother friend and I called him. And he came over. And guys, when my old man friend called me, say he was on his way, this was me like 1, 2 o'clock because I called the cop too, but they never come right away. I called him and said, I think somebody's outside my door. I don't know what they need. I didn't say nothing though. Nothing. I kept silent and pay attention and get myself together. You know what I mean? And that time my kids fast asleep. They wouldn't even know what's going on. They wouldn't even know the aftermath of nothing because they were asleep. And I called the cop. They didn't come right away. But I kept calling them. They said if I need them, just kept calling them. And I called him. And then I called the old man friend. I told him what was going on. But I couldn't see the person. I know it's a male, but I couldn't see who it is. And so finally, the old man come back and say, I call him old man. The old man called me back and saying, I'm coming through the alley right now. So open your door. So what I did, the guy wasn't there now because I make sure I look and check. So what I did now, I opened the door. We have a grill, so I just opened the door, but not the grill yet. And as soon as the old man said, I just pulled up. I could see his light when he pulled up, because that's how near my car was parked and his car too. So I could see his light, so I opened the door. It's a good thing I opened the door. He was coming. Guess who was walking behind the old man? The man who was banging on my door. It's a good thing God let me open my door right in time. And I say, old man, look who's behind it. Because maybe he could have knocked the old man down and tried to get in because now the door is open. You see, that's why you have to pay attention to your surrounding. Very important. You know, and when people stalking you and playing with you, don't play those kind of game. Report them. Do not sit down and take those things like, oh, he's stalking. You don't play those kind of game because it's not cute at all. It's not cute because the end result is not always pretty. It's not everybody lucky to get rid of their stalker. Don't play those games with nobody stalking. I don't care who it is, male, female, whatever you are. Don't play those games. Do not. Oh, he's stalking me. It's not cute, ladies, and it's not cute, man. It's not. You know, people need to learn to cut their losses and bye bye. They can't do that because their ego in the way. Their id in the way, their ego in the way. Start learn to gather some super ego knowledge. So it can teach you right from wrong. And I remember I know the lady's son. Lady's son was very peaceful and quiet, and he come over there one day and he was saying, "Hey, how are you doing?" And something. I said, "I'm doing good, my brother," and something. And I remember the lady's son, because the lady was living right across from me. 2, 3 o'clock in the night. I don't know if they thought I was sleeping. The son was cussing the mama out. Leave that girl alone. You see her with just her kids, struggling with her kids. Leave her alone. You don't even know nothing about the law. You messing with her. Leave her alone. She said, and then I remember the son said to her, because they were loud. When I mean loud, you know, once you live close to somebody in an apartment, you can hear everything once they get loud. Once they volume turn up or not, you hear everything. And he said to the mother, I remember he said this to his mom. What if she call the cop and you get you arrested? What are you gonna do? He begged his mom to leave me alone, and that woman, 60-year-old woman, would not leave me alone. For some reason, I don't know what it is. But hate is real, people. And hate is something that people will use to destroy you. So if you can walk away and don't say nothing to them, don't say nothing. Just keep reporting when if you see anything looking fishy or anything. And I used to pay attention because at first I was a driving. And that's how I tell you, people don't tear you down until they see you're gonna go somewhere. They think your life is gonna change and they're not gonna be a part of it. So they said, let me tear her down before. I didn't even get the car a week. The woman tear my car up, tear off the rim, the trim from around the car. Damage it, take off the where you put the air in the car, take off all those knobs, just take knife or I don't know if a knife or whatever, scratch my whole car up. And then this part I'm mad with the landlord because I'm like, you have camera at the back for what? And I said, I need to see those cameras. Him one go to, oh, okay, I show the camera to you unless if it was the police. What? So you have so many crooks in this world that they can't show you the camera. And it's right in the parking lot. It's damaged. So don't make nobody play with you and don't think it's cool. It's not cool. Take action. It's not cool. And when I mean take action, keep reporting it. Tell a close friend that you can confide in about what you're going through or anything. And if you're afraid to report it, you let them report it. So you can always under the radio because in the night when the cop came, they said they will be around for 24 hours. And they did monitor the area for 24 hours. So I was able to get back in and go sleep and everything. I did not sleep. I stayed up till closer down to in the morning. My kids was fast asleep. I remember I went back in the room and I was watching my kids and I said, kids, your guys are sleeping only if you had known what could have happened. And then in the end, so back to the story now. So when the old man came, as soon as I opened the grill now to let the old man in, because he called me from in the car to let him in because it's not far. As he get out the car, jump into the apartment. Is the guy approaching the old man? So if what if I didn't open the grill right away? He probably would have knocked that poor old man off his feet. Yes, just like that. 707. Yes, just like that. And I open, and then the old man turn around. The old man have a look a shotgun. When I look, I say, So when I look around and I get to see the person's face, he gonna say, this is what he said when he turned around and see the man with a shotgun. He turned around and he see the look old man with the shotgun. He said, oh no no no. Excuse me. You don't remember me? I'm the guy who used to live across from you over there in the apartment. He never used to live across from me. It used to be his mom and his younger brother live across from me. And then they move over a year and change. He used to live around another side. Don't even talk to nobody or anything. So I was shocked. I was very shocked. to know that he come back to try to do something like that to me. After everything what that happened with me and the lady. I was very shocked. I was very, oh, I see. Turn the light this way, see if it better. The light is not so good, people. But anyway, I was very shocked. You remember me? I said, no. I said, what did you want? Oh, I just wanted to use your bathroom. So you know goddamn well I live alone with my kids and you want to use my bathroom at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. I told him, hell to the no. I said, what about the bushes back there? Why you couldn't use the bushes? You saw smart he been on because he saw the old man with the shotgun. So he tried because the old man turned around. As soon as I said, Pops, look behind you, he turned around and look. So now he trying to be funny because he got nothing in his hand. So he trying to be funny. Ain't life something? And then we don't even know when he left. He just wandered away in the bushes. And then the lady that was messing with me, then I saw her daughter and a 2-year-old baby that hours in the morning. And I'm like, what is going on? You pay attention, people, to your surrounding, please. Always pay attention. I don't care. Even if you're in a hurry, have something and hurry cousin and pay attention to all of them. Every single one of them. I don't care. Pay attention. Because there's a blood thick on water, and that's a definition that is very true. Very true. You hear me? Pay attention. Don't play those games. When people stalking you, oh, he's stalking me. That's not love, baby love. Nobody love you stalk you. That's envy and jealousy. It's like you ever hear they say, I can't have you, then nobody can. Don't play those games. Don't use those approach. Because that's not cute at all. And it never will be. Because many people life lost because of these things. They think that, oh, somebody's stalking you, so they're interested in you. No. They don't want you, but they don't want nobody to have you because they know that 1, you're smart, 2, you're educated, 3, you're knowledgeable, 4, you're going up the ladder, 5, you're going to shine bright like a diamond. And the sky is the limit. Go on and on. They know you're ambitious, Even when some people know that they don't want to be in your life, but they know that you have ambition. They know what you're capable of. So if a next man pick you up, they might say, wow, when that man start to flourish with you and you start to flourish with that, they get jealous. They get envy. So they will make sure they create this negative barrier around you so people could stay away from you because they're so toxic. And they will tell the worst lie on you just for nobody to be around you. Don't laugh at those things. Those things are serious. And it's not cute. Because many lost their life through those things. So it's not cute at all. And always when you see something funny and you have a slight idea of who doing it to you, you make sure you find somebody that you can confide in and tell it to. Always. And you keep recording something or you make sure you report it. You report it. And if you used to argue with your neighbor, you cut that out so you can pay attention to the neighbor. Because when I used to argue with the neighbor, I couldn't see what she was doing. But after I stopped, she couldn't stand her heel for a second. She could not stand her heel. She don't sleep at night or anything because she was planning her next move. And then when I move in silent, trust me, that was eating her like a 60-year-old winkle wizard self alive. And that's one of the reasons why I pay attention, even when I'm driving. Even since that I went on the road with one of my friends to go get something to eat, me and him and the kids. And he said to me, one thing you did, that's the first time he driving. And he said, one thing with you, you pay attention to your mirrors. I said, I spend a lot of money driving. I don't play those games. He said, nobody didn't talk. I said, no. I said, I went to a driving school. And I'm not going to spend money to just sit in a car and think I'm cute in there. No. A car is not cute until I park that. Once I park the car, then yes, that's when it's cute. You're driving. A car is like life and death situation, because you don't know when anybody going to run into you or anything going to happen. You miss this, you lose. You understand? So you pay attention. Same way with life. If you have to use the car mirrors to pay attention to your surrounding, you just picture yourself like a car. You're a walking car yourself that must always pay attention to your surrounding. I don't care where you are, where you're from, who you come. I don't care. Because one thing don't save nobody in this world is money. Because sickness, once you're sick or anything happen to you, and if you're going to die, you're going to die. Because if you're badly hurt, you're badly hurt. So don't pay attention to none of those things, boy. Oh, somebody stalking me. Oh, my ex stalking me. Eh? You better take it serious. Eh? No, you don't need to. Because when they can't have you, as much as some of them move on with their life and they can't have you, they still have a toxic vibration going on that not even their partner around them would even know of. Because she's so full or he's so full, they can't see. Because they're so flooded with parasite, they can't see nothing else. But you pay attention. Very important. And I hope they can help somebody, because, a lot of people struggling with somebody messing with them neighbors, exes, boyfriends, girlfriends, something. You pay attention to them, because it's not cute, baby. It's not cute. It make your nerves go bad. It give you bad anxiety. It give you depression. It give you a lot of stress. Especially when you have to go in and out because you have bills to pay. It's nowhere where it's not like in a couple other country where you can just relax. This country is built run on bills. You pay bills till the day you die here. So there's no room for to sit down and say, oh, blah, blah, blah. No. You have to still go out there and make the gram. You have to still go out there, drop the kids to school. You have to still go out there by yourself sometimes and do what you got to do. Don't be laughing up in people's face when they start do you bad. There's no laughter then. When you're going to laugh is because if they go and catch up what you're thinking, then you laugh to throw them off. But there's no laughter right there. Pay attention, because nothing is cute when people start harass you. People start harassing. That is not cute at all. And some of you think it's very cute. It's not. Because they say when you think it's peace and safety, it's sudden destruction. And as I said earlier, if we could have read mind, we would have known when something is about to happen and we could have changed it. We could have stopped it before it go further. But we don't know. Not even the psychic can tell you. So if he can't hear, she can't tell you, what you think you're going to know? Eh? So we have to be very much careful and spot on. So just be like a car mirror. You check all of them or you check everything. Check, 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 check. You ever see a horse riding? You ever see people riding a horse, but they say the horse looking straight. If that horse want to turn around, he going to turn around. I used to go to Caymanas Park in Jamaica, and I used to go exercise with my friends up there and everything. And we used to have the horses on the track. And even though they have the thing for them to just go straight ahead, that horse decided that he want to turn around, and he just turn around and flip the one out and have him down on the ground. So even though you might have something in there to say, okay, wait, you still gotta pay attention. Because it's your life at stake. It's nobody else, and you're the one most of the time know what you're going through. Half of the time we don't tell what we're going through because we're scared. Somebody could threaten your life or anything and you become scared. But if you can find one person to talk to, even your diary is a powerful one too. If you want to talk, be silent. You write everything down, jot the date down, jot everything down up in there. If you have a diary, you'll be surprised how we can help. So don't be nobody fool. Somebody's talking, oh, it's cute. It's not cute, people. And I don't care if you're male or female, it's not cute. You know? Like that morning when she starts start me, I just got this. I just got my first teaching job here. And that morning I was Ubering to work, and I had to ask the Uber driver, wherever that Uber driver is made in, God bless you. I had to ask him to make a detour because they tell you when you think somebody is following you, so you're going at 360. And you will know if it's you they're following. So that means if you were going straight, you make a turn and go either go back the direction you're coming from, or you just keep going in different direction to see if it's you, and you will know if they're following you. And that's how comes I know that lady was stalking me. So if you were wondering how comes I know she was stalking me, yes, because she had a car then. And that morning I called the cop because we were going around fruit, and the Uber driver was so sweet. He said, I'm gonna go around the block a few times so just to see if what happened. And then we pulled over, that woman pulled right behind us. That's how bold her ass was, 7 o'clock in the morning. I gotta be at work by 8 o'clock that morning. That woman was right there. Her kids was in the car and everything. And she didn't even care. So that's how some ruthless, heartless people be. And so we called the cop, and the cop was telling us to go straight to, they were asking them where we were, and we were telling them where we were at, and then they were telling us to go to the police station. Then we saw the cop coming, and we start trail the cop. So we trail the cop. We trail the cop and go, and we were flashing the cop or everything, but they said they didn't really think it was them we were flashing or whatever. So we follow the cop, go over the place that they were going to. Who was there with us, following us? The lady. So when she realized that we turned, now she could see all the cop cars that was over the building. I forgot the name of it wasn't a police station. It was something, I don't know what was that at the time. I don't know. And then she stopped follow us. And then when I came home in the evening, I reported her in the morning. When I let the cop, the Uber driver, drop me off at a police station on a different side, and I went and reported. And the cops then said they can't do nothing about a stalker. Can you imagine? They need to have a stiff penalty for people because that's what lead up to criminal activities, lead up to people death. Those things are not things you take for granted, you know. But anyway, then in the evening when I came home, she saw me. Excuse me, excuse me. I said, what do you want? Leave me alone. I was stalking you. The mail person came and I wanted to give you your mail. At 7 o'clock in the morning, no mail don't run. I know what time the mail come to my house. This one, I don't know if she was on crack, drug. I don't know what form of drug she was on, but somebody crack her up her head that morning. 7 o'clock, I just leave the house and you leave out the exact time I leave out. As soon as the Uber call, you jump in your car. By the time I go around with the Uber, she was right there beside me and I was paying attention. And she swear I wasn't paying attention. And mail, 7 o'clock in the morning. Mail person coming to the house. A mail person don't come to the house that early. And they say, I'm telling you, man. People will tell you stories for you to believe them so they can continue doing their dumb act, yeah? Pay attention. Sift through that. You must know when your mail person come in that area, so you know when somebody come telling you some horror stories like, hey, you're lying. And that's when the beginning of her doing it from 2021 all the way till 2023. 2023. Because she realized I was a budget now. I kept calling the cop on her. No, because people, harassment is terrible and it's not good for your mental health. Because then you're not thinking clearly and you will hurt somebody and then you go to jail because they're stressing you out. You don't know what people capable of. You can't read people's mind. So don't play game. Those things are not to take for granted. And especially, can you imagine how you look at young children and they have to see you go through so much that traumatize the poor kids. And you wonder why we have a world full of toxic younger generation. These are all the things they have to watch their parents go through, what their mother go through, what their father go through. See, they get hurt right in front of them. Can you imagine? Nothing being done. I think stalking, once you start stalk somebody, you should be locked up for that. And that's my personal belief. You should be locked up for it. Because there's no need in you stalking somebody. What is that person doing to you? And that's the lesson you'd have to send to teach them. But then again, you kind of understand that, if you don't have the space for lack of everybody who stalks somebody, it's kind of tough. Because there's no capacity is not there for petty crime, you know? So I think some of the reason why some of these things just shove through the rug until somebody kills somebody or knock somebody up the head, then they take things. It shouldn't have to be that way. It should be a stiff penalty for them. Right on their record for the rest of their life. Stalker. And everywhere they go, it should be stalker. Right on their ID, stalker. I bet they won't do it again. They send a strong message to them. Don't make no sense, but who am I? Just a regular person. Hopefully one day inspire to become a politician. Hey, I don't know, but nevertheless, we overcame, come through a lot of stuff, a lot of hurdles, many more stuff, But I'm grateful for the lessons I've learned along the way, because without these lessons, I would not be able to. Oh, the light is not so good, you know. Without these lessons, I would not be here to tell anything or share anything with you guys, so you guys can understand that sometimes you see somebody and you would not know what they're going through. You don't know their backstory. You don't, and I don't share all my backstory, so you don't know all, you know. But many never live to tell what becomes of them, you know. So we have to just be mindful, guys, and promise you, find somebody you can confide in to talk to about anything you're going through, your struggles with, you struggle with mental health, you struggle with something, and hopefully those person can help you get the help you need, and not just laugh after you, brother. What you mean about mental health? Okay, some people want to shove things under the rug while you're telling them something that is serious. You might not go to them talking like, man, I'm struggling, my mental health is all F up, or it's all messed up, blah blah blah, and because you're still laughing and joking, they think you're joking. They don't realize that you're just trying to use a good sense of humor to calm down. Because what your mind is saying is not what it's saying. It's not what is in portray on the outside. And people don't pay attention to these kind of things. Your mind tell you a lot more than what you will utter out your mouth. And people don't pay attention nowadays. They don't pay attention. They just want to say, oh, that person look healthy and strong. You judge somebody mental health for healthy and strong. You know how many people healthy and strong and a struggle? I was one of those person walking around having a newborn baby, and when I went to get my 6 week checkup, doctor said, "Oh no, 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 you can't go home." I said, "Why? Why can't I go home?" She said my blood pressure was 192 over how much. She said, "No, you gotta go straight to the hospital now." Found out I had preeclampsia. My sister had to flew over here to come and render some assistance. Let me tell you something. You can't judge people because they say they look good on the outside. You know what the inside is telling them. So it's good for us to start pay attention and take notes. Take mental, not only take mental note, but take note, literal note. Because people can be smiling at everything, but they're smiling just to fight what they're going through. Until somebody can really finally believe that they're struggling. Because you have a lot of people talk about what they're going through, and people just brush it under the rug like it's nothing. You have man who say, man, I'm stressed out, man. I have a lot going on or something. They might not go in great details as to why, but if you can get help for that person, especially if that person really needs it, and don't mind you seeking the help for them, because sometimes people feel embarrassed because of the nature of society and all these things. Who cares about what they think nowadays, though? If your mental health is at stake, it should no matter who think the worst of you. You know what I used to say to myself? At least I'm getting the help I need. It's all you gotta tell yourself. At least I am getting the help I need, because a lot of people push. A lot of people are around the road because one, they dress nice, two, they look nice, this, they drive, this, they. What does all of that have to do with your mental health? It don't have nothing to do with what you're going through on the inside. Your inside is not a flush out system for the outside. And that's why nowadays they tell you that even if you discipline your child and you see your child will shut down and start go a certain way, they're thinking something. You might think they're thinking something cute. They are not. They're probably thinking of how to run away, how to F mommy up, how to F daddy up, or something. You don't know. But if when you calm down or get over whatever you need to get, you talk to that child will tell you what they were thinking. They might not tell you directly everything, but they will beat around the bush and you can pick out one on one. I realized that child was terrible in his mind. And you gotta get him out of his mind. Or her out of his or her mind. Nothing on the outside tell you that somebody is struggling with mental health unless if they're deep gone into it. But when people is going through, just like cancer, when people is just going through things, you don't really know that they're struggling right here with cancer. You don't even know if there's some people, if they don't even tell you that they're going through that, you don't even know. Because not everybody shows signs and symptoms that are visible to the eyes. But it's just the way their body feels. I had a girlfriend, she died at 16. She just came to school one day and she just cried. My head, and that was it. She never come back. She went to the hospital and she died. So all these things that we're looking at, oh, but they look good on the outside, they can't go work. Your mental health is not on the outside. So cut out the look good, because look good don't cure mental health. It does not. If it could, then it would have. It does not cure mental health. What we need to do is start to pay attention. Give these people, when they come to you, a chance. When they said XYZ, let they speak. You know me, when I see somebody going through struggles, I can tell. I remember one day I'm at my workplace and this man came and he asked me for $2. He said, all I need is just to catch a bus. And I told him, I was looking at the time I have a bus ticket and I said, let me give you one. And I was looking for it and I could not find the bus ticket. I just could not find it. And he walked away and I turned around and I looked and that man was just holding his hand over his head and he was just crying and crying and crying. And I told the chef, I said, hold on, I'll be right back. And it so happened that in the last minute I found the ticket and I ran out to the door. It was in the morning, so it was okay. And I told the chef, hold on a bit. And I ran outside and I gave the ticket to the guy. And when he turned around, he was just crying out his eyes. And I said, why are you crying? With a softer tone. I said, why are you crying? He said, I'm just tired of people telling me no or so. You know what I turned to him and said? You better be better someone tell you no than tell you yes and don't come through with something. It's better when somebody tell you no, because no is just a way of telling you to protect yourself. And I said, even though somebody might not give you something here, but if you have a positive outlook on life, you could just walk right down the street. You might see two, three person, and maybe one out of the three person you saw would have given something to you. And I give it to him and I say, you don't need to cry. Just get yourself up and brush off and go home. And he said, ma'am, thank you. And he come back all the time and he say, young lady, I remember you. Sometime I don't even remember who was it. And he said, thank you for that, the way you talk to me. Because sometimes what I realize is that sometimes you go, listen, we're human, we're not perfect, but sometimes you can't fight fire with fire. So we have to remember, fighting fire with fire will make burn you up too. But if you see somebody is struggling, your instinct will automatically tell you who is just toxic from who is just terrible. You know what I mean? You will know because your first intuition will always right most of the time. But sometimes we like to ignore it for another one. Like we're waiting for a second opinion, you know. So it's such is life. It's just the way like things was. I don't know how we came about to be like this structure that we have. But mental health, people struggling, have nothing to do with their outside. It's your mind. And I always, just like I told my son all the time, I say if you can think negative, you can think positive. The same strength that you have to think negative, you can think positive too. And we have to empower. The same way you can, if I can sit down here and cuss a whole person out, I could sit here and think positive, how can I do something to better myself or uplift others around me? I can sit and think of that too. Our mind is a powerful thing and it's a beautiful thing. Only when we know how to use it, it's gonna become beautiful. When we don't know how to use our powerful mind that we got for good, then everything else gonna come out of there is filthy, negative, because we wanna portray other people in a bad light. But people forget that when we portray people into a bad light, especially if people do you nothing, that don't have nothing to do with that person. It has something to do with you. Because if somebody don't do when somebody do you something, that's a different scenario. You get mad and whatever, and you say what you gotta say and get them off your chest because they make you bitter then. You know what I mean? But for somebody to just get up and nobody do you wrong and you just get up and tell a whole epistle of somebody, a whole build up character, a whole lie, a whole story. You just remember when karma knock at your door, don't feel bad. Because they say what goes around comes around. What goes up must come down. And we seeing it playing out right now. A lot of stuff we seeing it play out. You're mighty and powerful now, and all that can become crumbling down after. And it take you many years to build your life. And all it takes is a split second for it to all crumble down. You ever see like a house never built good and you see all the blocks just start crumbling down. All of it lay flat. But it takes so long to build. And in a split second it don't take nothing for it to get down back to where it coming from. The foundation. All in rubble. It's the same way with life. What goes up must comes down. What goes around must comes around. And if we spread positivity, we will get back positivity. We spread negativity, all you're gonna get is a bunch of negativity. But all I'm saying, we are still human being. We gotta strike the balance. Sometimes people gonna say something, say what you gotta say, and just get it off your mind. But to constantly like sit down and dwell on negativity all day long, that way you down. If you can weigh me down, I know it weigh down some of us. So we have to be constantly reminding ourselves, I apologize. If you think we go overboard, there's something nothing wrong with being apologizing. You know, reach out to people who you think you hurt in life and apologize to them. If you don't want to apologize to them, I always say pray for them that they will answer one day. A lot of people do me wrong here, and I pray for them. And they come around and they say, my number is still the same, blah, blah, blah. Okay, keep your number the same way. I just glad that I mend with you doesn't mean I need to go back in your space, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? I see people come back into my space and everything, and they swear to God that I'm just gonna sit there. No, all of he is over. Cause you cross me. So there's no more need to uncross. There's no such thing as uncross for me. That don't come in my manual, because I don't come in the manual. Or you could pick me up again and read me like an instruction. No, I don't come with no instruction. What I come with is a peace of mind. I need my peace of mind, and I don't need you to come and ruin it. You know, like somebody ruined it before, and you get out of that fate. You don't need nobody else to come again and ruin it. You don't need that. The last thing you need on this planet is somebody with a toxic lifestyle to come and tear you apart. And if you let them, if you don't speak your mind sometimes, and let them understand, say, I want to kill us, say, I ain't the one. If you don't say you're not the one, people not gonna understand that you're not the one. But if you lay a foundation down and they realize you're not gonna take crap, they automatically will stop. But the longer you let these crap go on, is the more they will take. And then when you don't take crap, also people don't like you. When you speak up, people don't like you. People hate you when you speak up in life. For some reason, I don't know. But if you don't speak, you hear you're selfish. And if you don't talk, you hear this. But if you talk, they say you're talkative. You can't please people in this world nowadays. But guess what? You can please yourself. You can't please nobody. You know what I mean? There is no way to please nobody because you don't talk. Oh, she's selfish. Oh, he's selfish. Oh, he act like he better than people. Oh, she act like she better than people. She talk. I can't stand her. She too much. I can't stand him. He too much. That's your character. That's all your character. That's not the person character because that person don't even care about you. Don't care. You know? And then all these things now with lies and fabrication just to tear somebody down. Why when the person was at the bottom you didn't tear him down? Him or her down. Why? Is that a reason not to? I don't get it. Why when the person was at the bottom, you want a piece of that person cake, you want a piece of that person ice, you want a piece of that person everything. And then as soon as you get you turn a 360. You should go there and make a difference. You know, I was talking to this person once in my life and he was sharing some things with me that he went to here and there and blah blah blah. He was sharing that he went to jail once and I said, how long have you been going to jail? And he said, I was 17, he was going in and out of jail. And I remember he used to call me like every night and talk to me and everything. And all I used to tell that person, I said, listen to me, brother. Because one night he called me and he said, man, my cousin, blah, 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 and they're over here drinking. I said, be careful. I never used to join all of those things. You know what I told her? I said, you be careful. I said, you remember where you're coming from. You don't want to go back there because you already know what it looked like. So now you should have a different mind frame. You don't want to go back to those kind of places. You see the light? Be grateful. Some people don't see the light again because of the bad choices they make. You made bad choices and God give you another opportunity to be back out into the light. You don't need to keep going back. And you have people around who will be happy to shove you back where you're coming from. But if you don't stand on your own 2 feet and tell yourself, you know what? No. And no is no. Then everybody gonna hate you. That's okay. If you can move, you move from that area, move from the surrounding. Let the hate. Start over. But there's no point in you coming back and you then know, oh, you're short temper. Because you know a lot of people know what will trigger you. And that's another thing we have to pay attention to. A lot of people will know what will trigger you. Even sometimes you don't know what trigger you. Sometimes other people know what will trigger you because they press your button before. And when they press the button, they know it's easy to press. They will press it again. I even press it harder because they want you back where you're coming from. They want you back there. And if you don't fight, you will end up back there. So when you have to pay attention, you're supposed to be wiser. Can you get enough time to think, ample time to think that if God should restore my life, what do I want to do? Do I want to just sit here and let these people come and tear me back down, shove me back down the ladder? No. I want to come and I want to make a difference. And when you tell yourself you want to make a difference, that's what going to separate you from keep going into jail back and forth. That means you're changing the narrative. You don't have to tell nobody around you because you owe nobody nothing. You come out and you say you're a changed person. Show the world you're a changed person by doing it. Not just talking it, but by doing. And then the world will automatically make you adjusted without you have to have a single issue. But when you have to come back and everybody say, hey man, look man, you don't got the gram here. Hey man, you don't got the dollar here. Hey man, that's telling you you go there and you don't even find out who you were. You're just going there as a person that was toxic, and you come out as a person who was toxic because you're still out there having these people who never been to jail or anything trying to shove you back there because they think you're the dan or they think you're the leader. But everything do come to an end though. So we gotta be reminded that every single thing comes to an end. And if you don't draw a line in your life, somebody will draw it for you. If you don't see the straight line and walk on that straight line, somebody will get you drunk and then you will know how a straight line look because you won't be able to see the straight line. You will be taggerific. When they say swaggerific, so swagger, no, you will be taggerific. So don't let nobody drag you back where you're coming from. Start think about what you want in life. It's easy said than done. Sometimes shake your head like a dog that just get wet and he can't stand all those wet on him. I said, what am I doing? I've been here before. It wasn't nice. Locked away from my mom, locked away from my kids, locked away from my dad, locked away from the people who care about me. I don't need no friend, no family who don't mean me good to push me back where I'm coming from. And if we keep telling ourselves that, we will get out of what we're in. But if we're not trying to learn anything on our own, we're just waiting on people to spoon feed. They sure will spoon feed us. That's something you're gonna like because they want you to get back. You see your tongue? Very powerful. They say power is in the tongue, and it's in the Bible. Power is in that tongue. But if you speak good over your life, trust me, no weapon. They gonna come, but they will fall. They'll never rise. But you gotta believe, man. What is your purpose? You've been through the hill, you've been through the valley, you've been through everything. Why would you let idiots that don't even know half of what you have to go through to survive, to come out to see your kids? Some of them have kids. Push you back where you don't come from. No, walk away. Like they call it, oh, you come out and soft now. Look at you now. Walk away. Walk away because you're not about that life no more. You don't have to say it to nobody because when you say it, they might hurt you. You just walk away. If you have to go somewhere else and live and survive till you can survive, you do what you gotta do. If you just gotta drive, just get in your car and drive till you can't drive now, go somewhere else. And you keep praying. Because a better day you're praying for, you're not praying for worse today. You already see your worst today. So you don't want to jog back down these things. But most of us, our mind is easily strayed because of influence of others. If they say shit, you go shit. When are we gonna have a mind of our own? When are we gonna stand up and say enough is enough? Yes, we might be scared of everything, but listen, we need to stand up. And no matter what part of life you're in, enough is enough. I work here for a lot of people, and I see how they treat you bad, treat me bad, and everything. And I said, I remember one called me, you stupid, you don't got no sense, and they just come. I'm like, the way I was raised is to have manners, respect, and behavior. But nowadays, I got a mind of my own. That manners, respect, and behavior don't work for everybody. So you have to be racha with them, plain and simple. And it's the truth. Sometimes you're trying to keep the peace, you're trying to keep the peace, but not everybody understand what peace is. But you have to stay. Once you speak up and let them know what you're like, what you're about, you don't have to keep going. You just make it known. And they will never mess with you again once you make it known. And that's somebody even tell me here, you gotta speak up. Because if you don't, they're gonna take your kindness for weakness. And once people can take your kindness for weakness, yes, baby. Yes. That is it. That's all they need. To find out how they can make you become their TV and they are the remote. So they press it when they want to. No. Full time for us to stand up and say, when the song say hell to the no, we need to stop that. Thank you, how are you? We need to stop that because enough is enough. You know how many people struggle with people just treating them in some kind of way, and then they have the bills to pay, the kids to feed, wife, husband, kids, da da da, everything, and they have to just go home from a stressful day of work. Now I'm speaking up. You don't have to like me. I don't care. I don't come on this world, on this planet with a man who will say, like me, like me. Why should I like you? Like me. I don't come on this planet with no instruction like that. I don't. So for everybody who think they come on this planet with an instruction about like me, want to be so liked, no. You don't come on this planet with no instruction. You have to fetch your way right all the way up. So continue fetch your way all the way up. But the minute you stop in the middle and give people ammunition to think that they can control and press remote whenever time, then they gonna think that they can. And destroying others. Why? What good does that gonna do for you? Or is that good you're spreading? You're not spreading good when you're destroying others. You're not. So don't be happy about it. Because that just tell a toxic kind of character you're portraying to others and younger generation. Cut that out. We're not portraying nothing good to the younger generation. Make no sense. Yes, striking a balance is one, but feeding young generation that is all over this planet now that are watching us and we're feeding them negativity, that's all they're gonna know. They have negativity in front of them and they have negativity. As soon as they turn the internet on, all this is pure, draining, negative energy. Then where should they turn? Where should they go? Where do they go? Where do they look? Everybody is not about the negative life. And that's the honest truth. Everybody's not all about, sometimes, somebody says something, look at this girl, look at her, acting like she all that. I'm like, you will laugh and everything, but every day, no, it become unbearable. Every day. Thank you, hungry lady, I like that. But every day, it become unbearable. Because even my boss, when he called me, why did you miss this? What I said, sir, what do you call me for? What do you want? Because I don't have no time because I've been rooted so many times. I've been ripped so many times. I don't got no time for you now. I always say the next person come around me, I'm not going to be nice to you. And when I mean I'm not going to be nice, I'm not going to sit down and work for you and then you just treat me any kind of way. No, I did that for years and then you treat me like a walked on boot heel that you only use when you can. No. Enough is enough. I call the shot now. And when I mean I call the shot, I'm taking control of my life because it's mine. Because many times people think you're hungry so that they can talk to you any kind of way. Yes, I'm hungry to pay my bills, but that doesn't mean it give you a right to talk to me a certain way. What do you think I am, a kid? Not even a child nowadays. I had two boys and when they talk to them a certain way, they face go, like they're about to smack me in their mind. Probably about 10 times they smack me in their mind. I'm originally from Jamaica. About 10 times they smack me in their mind after I say something that they don't like. Especially the big one, they look at me and say, so what they had to say to you? Why are you looking at me like that? And he's not laughing either. He just look at me dead serious in the eye like, Mama, you know, I'm just saying this. Like he's saying, he's my mama. You don't even know what I'm thinking. Yes, you know what I mean? So you don't have no time to play with nobody. If you sit down and get ripped off over the years, and it doesn't matter what, relationship, work, friendship, whatever, you see when you realize what is what and you wake up, I promise you, you have zero tolerance for the crap that is coming because you've been through it now. You have so much experience that it don't even funny no more. You know, somebody come to you right now and say, I need $1. And because you get so much ripped off, you probably say, I'm listening. I'm hearing you. Okay. I hope you get it soon. Not to be funny, but it's just the way you being so hurt and, you know, suffered for so long, how people take advantage of you, that somebody might desperately need something and you won't be able to help them because you're so, you have enough. And then some people literally have to go into therapy to really find out what is really going on with them. Is it me? Why am I so scarred? You know who you were way before. But when somebody has come in your life and try to, you know, make your life look like a deflated balloon, it's not pretty at all. And the only way to take back yourself is to seek therapy, find good support system, play good music that you like that can keep you calm and collective. And thank you so much. Appreciate. And keep calm and collective and just find good energy to be around. And good best energy to be around is you. The best, and that's my honest opinion. The best energy to be around is you. If you don't like your own company, you have a problem. Okay, you should be able to like your own company so you can navigate the world around you. But the moment you think you need everybody around you, then that's when the problem, that's where the issue lies. Because we think we need. How about want? That means you want them today and want them tomorrow. Like one time I was talking to this guy and he was saying, I want you. I said, excuse me. You either you want me or you need me. Which one? Because want mean you want me today, you don't want me tomorrow. But need mean that you go need me forever. He was like, wow. Yeah, I said, you know. Because people think that I want, listen, everybody nowadays when they talk, I want you, I want you, I want you. Don't use the word need loosely. I want you, I want you. And I'm like, want? Sound like an irregular. You know, I want you, I want you, I want you. No. I mean, yeah, you want me today and then tomorrow what happen? After tomorrow, I can't even see you, I can't even call you, I can't even hear from you. That's a want. You buy something today, you don't even want it tomorrow. That's a want. But if you need me all the time. You know? You need me through good times, you need me through bad times, you need me through the ups, you need me through the downs, you need me to be your support system, you need me to be everything to you. A mother, a father, something to you. Somebody who we can just chill, talk, everything. But people telling you, oh, I want. That always get me sometime. They always get me choked up because I'm like, want. We all know what want is. You know what I mean? So when you really want to settle down in life and somebody come telling you they want you, it's a turn off for me. Unless you don't want to settle down, then you just want him as old he want you, or she want you, or he want. You know what I mean? But when you want to settle down in life, you don't want nobody to want you. Your want days are over. When you want to settle down in life, you need somebody to settle down. You don't want somebody to settle down. You might want him today if you settle down tomorrow. You're like, what? What did I just do to myself? So you know, it's good to decipher between what we want and what we need because our needs and wants are not the same. You understand? But Don't let nobody tell you how they want you. How long you want me for? You know? So, uh, I don't like it. But I want you. And then when you say, what you want me for? I want you to be my, I want you to be my, no, you don't want me. you, you want me to play around like monkey swinging on a limb, boom, boom, boom. And then after that, you finish swing, the limb break down. Then you say, okay, I don't want you no more. I need a good woman in my life. So what was I? What was I? A booty? A what done booty? Like you need to go change your shoes. Go ahead and change it. I hope you go find another want. So that she can show you, say, you're not gonna want me, you're gonna need me. And that's why you have to give it up to the woman and the man them who really put foot down in their relationship when they're talking to somebody. Look, baby, I'm not talking about no want. I'm not talking about that I need you in my life. You ever hear some man or some woman tell you exactly what they're about? Because they've been through the ups and downs already. So you don't come with your little ones because they already been through the games. They already been through the football team. They already been through the soccer. They already been through the baseball. Name the teams, you will have them. They've been through all of that. One, 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 one. So you don't come with all of that when you see somebody mature and realize what they need in life. And you're going to talk about want. That's for immature people. Appreciate, no problem. You're welcome. You know what I mean? So we gotta pay attention. When you want something, you just want it for maybe couple weeks, couple days. You're going through something. But when you need something, you need it forever. You know what I mean? You need it forever. Like you need a house forever. You need a car forever. Okay, you can't live outside. You know? But when you want something, it's like, okay, you have shoes, you don't want no shoes, but you just see the shoes and they look cute, so you want it. It's not a need. You know? I don't want kids. I need kids. People say, I want kids. What do you mean you want kids? What do you think they be? Handbags? Where you just put up on the shelf and then when you want them, you go take them down? No. You need kids because you need them in your life. But some of us just mix up the word want. Any ladies out here, a man out here, you ask a woman or a man what they want from you or what they need from you. You make sure you ask those questions because when they say want, run. Especially if you're looking at a relationship. Like you're determined to settle down. You hear they use the word I want you because blah blah blah. Oh, please go back to your game lifestyle. What you want. They might as well play with you then. I want you too. What do I want you for? To clean the house, take the dog for a walk, pick the dog boo boo. But what do I need you for? Yes, you can go ahead. You know what I mean? So I mean, nobody, when you realize that you want to settle in life, nobody come with you with no wants. You already want one. And you realize one did not work. So now you need. You know what the songwriter say? You know you're gonna need me. You're gonna need me, darling. You know? So make people need you, not want you. Especially when you're in, I'm not talking young people. Young people need to enjoy their life and have fun. I'm not talking you say that. Don't go see young people. I believe young people should have fun and enjoy their life. Because when you don't have fun and enjoy your life, when you grow older, you become toxic to your partner and toxic to your relationship. So I don't believe in that. I believe in young people having fun. You just have fun responsible, so not nothing drag you around in this world. You know what I mean? But I believe young people should have their fun. That's all I'm saying. Okay, okay. So you didn't want anything, you need some. All right, all right. I see the laughter. You know what I mean? So I can put young people in the category because I believe, and anybody agree with me, you can let me know. I believe young people should have fun. Because when young people have fun, want to have fun, they should have fun. Just that they have to and encourage them to be responsible with how they have fun. So that whatever they're doing don't have no implication on their future, you know, or anything. But young people need to explore and learn and that's how you're gonna get. Or you think I learned that after a while I don't want somebody, I need somebody. I need a life partner. I need somebody who can believe in me and I can believe in. I need somebody can be my rock and I can be their rock through the highs and lows. You know what I mean? We can struggle together if we have to struggle, or if we already established, we can continue establish, we can continue to give back, do something to help the less fortunate, talk, have go out there, do public speaking to help young people. Look, see your future right here. Think of your future. Think of why you're here. Don't think of Harry over there, but think of why you are here. You can't worry about Harry over here. You can't worry about Pat over here. You can't worry about Tom over here. No, you can't always be a people pleaser. Because when you keep being a people pleaser and the one time you stop, that's when you get hurt. Because they say, oh, Harry changed. Pat changed. Look at Pat acting like she better than people. Look at Harry acting now. You were supposed to stay right there so they can want you. Because that's what they got you out to be, want. When they want you. No. You have to take a stand for your life. And if you don't take a stand for your life, somebody will take it for you. If you don't know how to make choices in life for yourself, somebody will make it for you. You ever see people who can't read and write back in the days? I heard a story of this lady told me that this guy, when they used to travel back, back then was used to be paper, you write letters and stuff, and she said she couldn't read at the time, and she asked one of her best friend, nice lady too, and she said she asked one of her best friend at the time to write back the man a letter. The man wrote the letter and mailed it, and the man was selling for her to come overseas. I think at the time it was like England or so. And because she couldn't read, she asked a friend to read the letter. The friend read the letter, and yes, you have to, but you gotta know what you want out of love. Do you want love or do you need love? Which one? Those two things don't are not the same. And she have the friend wrote back to the man who was in like her and everything, because mind you she couldn't read. And the friend write to the man, write to the man, write to the man until the man take her over. 'Cause, back then in the olden days, I'm not talking here, but in the olden days, back in the days in Jamaica, they said, most people couldn't read or write. So as a result, their friend also used to take away the little, the little dividend from them. Like somebody coming to bless them and help them. And so life is all about, educating yourself and constantly educating yourself. And just remember, what do you want? What do you need? It's like sometimes you go to certain places and they tell me some of your wants and tell me some of your needs, because they're trying to decipher which is more important. Okay, your wants is not that important, but your needs, yes. Like to pay your bills and your rent is a need. To pay your light bill is a need, and it's a must. It should be outside. So those are essential things that you need. Buying some shoes or and like tissues I need, 'cause you need that too. No. Mm-mm. No. I have a little experience, but not no. I don't got no bad experience or anything. You know what I mean? But I've been around a lot of people or stuff for it, so I don't have a bad experience, because for me, I know exactly what I need out of life, and I know exactly what I want out of life. You know, I might be a hot mouthful sometimes because I don't tolerate the crap, but doesn't mean that you have to have a bad experience, because being around with a lot of people all the time, seeing relationship don't work for others, for myself or anything, it doesn't mean that you have a bad relationship. It's just that the choices you make then, or should I say the choices I made then, was not practical or they weren't tangible enough. So I have to relearn myself to say, okay, do I want to say I want a relationship or do I need a relationship? Which one? You know? Oh yes, no doubt, for sure. You have the only difference, you have to go through the rubber sometime, because they themselves are scarred too. So even though good people in the world, they are scarred too, because they've been through some things too. And they could be right in front of your face. Don't want to open up because they want to see first. They do trials and error. Some persons will be studying you for maybe 2, 3 years. They be your friend or anything. You don't even know. for 2 3 years that they like you because they're studying you. You have some people are study of the human race, yes. You have some people who study people. So they will know. But it's life. What I want right now out of life is just good health, long life, health and strength to see what my children have grown up to become. That's what I want now. What my need, what I need out of life right now at this current moment is to be able to establish in a way where I can lay a foundation for my young boys to be able to at least give them a start if they want that start. And I use the word want because they might not need it because they can have their own. And that's what I'm leaning on. Like having a house, having a nice business or anything. So that means if something should ever happen, they have something that can help them, so that their need would be met. They wants, they can always go get their wants wherever they decide to get it, because they're boys, boys know how to get their wants. Doesn't mean they know how to get their needs because they're not there yet to differentiate. But I'm there now where I can differentiate what I want from what I don't need. And then if in a relationship, what I don't want is somebody who lie. I can't stand a lie. Don't lie just because you want to look like you're presentable than the rest of the person somebody would have been with in your life. It don't make no sense. Because one thing, they say if you want to know somebody lie, just pay attention to them. Their action and their word not adding up. You know what I mean? So no. But right now I'm not looking nobody. I don't mind hang out with people or anything. Doesn't mean I'm looking them. I just want to know where my head is at so that later on in life, if I decide to say, okay, I'm gonna pursue somebody, I know exactly who I'm gonna go for or who or anything. So my mind is open. But right now is a business mind now. Business mind. I need a business. I need a business. That's what I need. My wants is to be able to see what I can do to help my children to transition into being grown men and they can master the art of going to take care of what they need, you know. Because many times we go into relationship hoping that what we want we will get. Yes, you will get what you want. But is that a guarantee that you're gonna get what you need? You see what I'm saying? Just start look at the bigger picture. Is that a guarantee that you will get what you need? You might get what you want. Oh, you want a man with a house? Yes, you get what you want. You want a man with a car? Yes, you get a man with a car. You want a woman that have a good job? Yes, you get what you want. You want a woman that can take care of you? Yes. But is all that you need? No. Yes, I'm all right, baby. I'm all right. Thank you, though. I appreciate, you know. But life is all about, and then since I have my children, I get several invitations to go here and there, but at the same time, my kids come with me. Anywhere I go, they come. On the time they don't come with me, must be at work or I have some important stuff to do. Like I have to be in a meeting or something and then they say no kids are allowed. But other than that, they always with me. 365 days of the year they with me. And when I did it, that's the only difference. Not dead yet. But I'm grateful for life and everything and the lessons that I learned along the way, I am grateful for them. Because that's what teaching me now to know exactly what I want from what I don't want. They might not be realistic because sometimes imagination and reality will never be the same, you know. But further on in life, when I can share some stuff, I will be able to share that. But for right now, everything, I don't talk about certain things, okay? So right now is like beating around the bush when it comes to certain topics and everything, you know what I mean? But still be grateful and understand that we all have a life to live, and the way we live it will make us separated from everything around us and separated from our previous self, Because the goal of life is to be better than where you were at 10, 15 years ago, if that long. You know what I mean? Depending on how old you are in age. So that's the goal. The goal of life is not for to try to be better than somebody. They try to be better than your previous self. You know, it's to be better than your previous self. No problem. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you. Enough respect, man. Blessings to you. You know what I mean? So dreams are valid and one day we get there. But I'm also thinking of the future. How I want to do this and how I want to. You can't talk everything at once. You know, sometimes you gotta be cool, calm, and collect. Hola, how are you? How are you, my dear? How are you? You know, I want to have high hopes. Well, low high hopes don't get you everything sometimes, but it's good to have high hopes. I mean, if you fall down once, you know, you're okay. You know, you drop a notch, you're still okay. You know what I mean? Okay, you set a bar for yourself. And it's always good, you know. Everybody not going to be in line with your own perspective on life because everybody, that's why um I was reading in the Bible once where they say it's only one spirit, and that one spirit gave us everybody um their talent, which is either to be a prophet or to be some other stuff in life. And even if you can talk, if you guys can Google, you can always Google what is that one spirit that give us the ability that we have right now. So all we talk about, oh, you're a teacher, you're a nurse, you're a doctor, or this one spirit that give everybody their gift of life. And it's in the Bible, so you can research it for anybody who believe in the Bible and blah blah blah. You know, I read up for that on that for yourself. You know, you all you have to find, you will go on Google and find is what is that one spirit that they talk about that gifted people, their talent, the prof to be a prophet, to be I forgot what they call the rest of them, religious leader and stuff like that. Yeah, and they tell you. So your perspective on life might not be the same as my perspective on life, how I view life, how I envision life, how I picture life. But that doesn't mean what you're saying is not correct. Everybody have their own opinion on life. That's all I'm saying. Everybody have their own opinion on life. But go for your dream, not because somebody else have a different opinion. That's how we learn. When you share, when you learn from each other. It's like you have having a conversation and people asking you questions. So some of them you have to dodge because of for whatever reason, depending on what you're doing or whatever reason you have to dodge some. That's okay. We all dodge something in life. But at the same time, answer to the best of your ability or in the moment, because sometimes you're not thinking. Sometimes when somebody asks you something, you know, but answer the best way you can right at the moment if you can. If you can, then you just can't. You know what I mean? Oh no, that's not me. That's the building next door. That's not my building. That's the building next door. And I don't know if this is the one in your either. I don't know. But I'm not Haitian, so I don't know about no pets. And I would not eat no pet. Ew. I don't know about that. I have no clue. I'm a human being. I eat chicken, goat, oxtail, and stuff like that. I am home. 888. I'm home. I am home right at my bookshelf. I'm home. Man, I'm telling you. One of these fine days, I will. One of these fine days. Don't worry. We speak life over everything good. You know, we cast out the bad things. What is life? It is life. Live it. You know, one of these fine days, I'm gonna start coming here and we just have a start a topic, or you guys want me to talk about anything. One thing I will not go dive deep down into relationship. Okay, not right now. Can't do that. But not that I can, not that I can't, but for that I leave that off the radar for now. But like, you know, how do I survive in another country, or how do I master this? How do I get around? How do I, whatever question you have apart from that, you guys can always ask me, or leave it in one of my videos, or anything like one of my shorts or something. If you guys want to ask me any question, and when I come on live, I can always address them. Okay. Don't be afraid. Is either you can get an answer or you don't get an answer. This is part of life. Life make up everything. Some people are curious, some people are not curious, some people just tune in to listen, and just be a supportive system, in the corners, which are good. Everybody coming for a purpose, everybody here for a purpose, and everybody here for a reason. I mean, on this planet, on this day, on this earth. And once we're alive and well, we always can always be a support system for somebody. You know we can dive into this, we can dive into that. There's several things that we can always talk about in life. And then sometimes I don't like to be talking about a lot of stuff, because I like, when I'm talking, I need to have some facts sometimes. You don't want to just roll things off the tongue, and sometimes they're not factual. You know what I mean? They're just opinions, you know. There's nothing wrong with just you voicing your own opinion on something. Nothing wrong with that. But if you're gonna dive deeper into certain things or certain topics, certain, you wanna have statistics that can say, okay, according to this, they have shown that so and so, blah blah blah, over the last 30 years, blah blah. You know what I mean? So you can back up some things, because some topic we definitely need um, proof, fact fact check some of these things to make sure what you're saying is credible, and it is reliable, and it's informative, it's supportive, it's encouraging, it's motivating. Everything you're saying is encouraging, motivated, but not everything are factual, you know. So this life is don't build on just facts alone. Everything some opinionated and stuff like that, or what I think or what I thought of this, blah blah blah. But such is life. That is So I'm not gonna stay on here long tonight, because I gotta be in homeschool tomorrow, and then gotta go back to work tomorrow night and everything. And then some things are just not meant to say out loud too. Cause sometimes I wanna say some stuff and I heard a voice. Sometimes I use me take a pause and I'll be thinking, and I will hear the first instinct say no. I don't know if anybody ever wanna say something, and then you hear the first thing, so you just stop, take a pause, and then your first thing will say no, 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 it's okay. Now all of a sudden you just change the narrative, you know? You just change. Not that you're hiding anything else, but sometimes, some things can become conflict, where people, you don't want to hurt nobody, you know what I mean? So when talking or anything, I want to be mindful that not everybody gonna think the same way, not everybody gonna do things the same way, not everybody gonna act the same way, you know what I mean? So I have to try to be as mindful as possible, to just, whether here, there, or anywhere, because you don't have to just be on a platform. It's also in person. You have to be mindful of everything around you, because as they would normally say, what don't trigger you might trigger somebody else. What don't affect you might affect somebody else. You know what I mean? So at all times I try to be mindful. Even when I'm talking, sometimes I'll be looking up like this. I'll be thinking so much, because I'm saying, I hope what I'm saying is not offending anyone, or not that I'm worried about it or anything, but still we have to be mindful. Mindfulness. It's like we used to talk about when I used to study early childhood, we used to talk about, well, not study, but I used to refresher courses, and they used to tell us that we have to be mindful about, some of the things we digest, and it's not just talking about food, it's just some of the things that we consume. How does it make the body feel? How does it make you feel? How does it affect your emotion? How does it affect you in your state of mind? Your mind frame, your mental frame, everything. And then how that come into play, to affect you physically, mentally, you know what I mean? So psychologically, everything. Any alley, somebody walk it up, it can affect somebody, I could be on here, and then I try not to be bragged and boast. Well, I don't need to brag about anything, but I'm just saying I try not to do none of those stuff, because I don't want. I I like when people around me can try to blaspheme. It's like somebody see me with something and they say, "Where you get that?" Before you even ask me, I will tell you. If you say, "Oh, I like these shoes," okay, I get it in Dearborn. I get it for $10, or I get it. You know what I mean? I start to let you know where I get it. So that means if you have an interest and you like it, go out and get yourself one. You know what I mean? Nothing wrong with you. Sometimes it's when you see somebody with something, that's when you really need it. It's like when you're pregnant that you can crave. You as soon as you see somebody come around you with something, that's when you start to crave it. You know, people say, "Oh, you're greedy." It's not about being greedy. You're just craving. So this is life. And some people say, "Oh, you jealous? Why you want the same thing as me?" No, no, no. I'd rather you go there and go get your own than you go thief mine. So I'd rather tell you where I get it and how much I pay for it, and if you can't afford it, you go get it. And if I can help you get one, I get you one. You know what I mean? That way you don't need to thief mine because you have yours. Yeah. So I look at life somewhat different, you know. But and that's the beauty of life, because that one spirit gave us all different perspective on life. And that's what make up this beautiful individual that you will be in life. You know, despite the obstacles, despite the challenge, despite whatever you face, is when you have that perspective, that mind frame to think for yourself and not just react all the time. You know, sometimes we just want to react. It weigh you down. Everything somebody say we want to react. It weigh you down after a while. Especially being on platform like this where you put your whole life out there. Well, not your whole life, but some of us put all of our life out there. And then when people react, then we have a problem with that. All right. So that only time I think you should have a problem with something is when people accusing you. You know, like they accusing you of something that can jeopardize your relationship. It can cost you your whole entire um life that you take so long to build. And those things are stuff that you don't show underneath the rug. And you know, when people just trying to drag you down in the mud in a negative way, and you know you're building an empire, you're building a business, you're building a foundation that you don't have to struggle no more, and you're trying to build where you can help others. You have to protect that kind of territory. But like somebody say, "Oh, you ugly. Oh, you this. Oh, you that." Please, you don't even have to answer to none of that, cause you know who you are. You know, and if you love the way you are, there's no need for you to worry about what people think of you if they say you're ugly. Oh, okay. Thank you for telling me that you are ugly. You know what I mean? You flip back the script to them. Thank you for letting me know how ugly you are. Because if they call you ugly, that means they're telling you how ugly they are. Because some people might look good on the outside, but they have a nasty inside. Does that make sense? It's so nasty that everything they utter out their mouth, nasty. You can't change those people. But if it's not nothing to derail your life or certain things, there's no need to worry about it. Somebody call you ugly, so what? You're not gonna be the first one somebody call ugly. Like I was in the drive through Saturday and I was on live too. And this lady come, she was, you could tell the club was over and they were coming from the club, and this lady, the camera was out so we couldn't see at the back to see who was there. Sometimes the button turn orange and you can't hear nobody. Then now the camera is out, you can't see nobody. And she come in the wee hours of the morning around 3 something going 4. And she pulled up to the window and I said, "Hello, may I help you?" "I see why you didn't answer me because you're so ugly." I said, "Anyway, excuse me, ma'am, what can I do for you?" Then she started calling me the letter B. I said, "Did I call you the letter B? I'm just saying it that nice for you now." I said, "Did I call you the letter B? Why you calling me the letter B?" And she just kept calling me the letter B, calling, and I tell her, I don't remember what I said. If you watch that live, I forgot the name of the live. I did it Saturday. What was it? I don't even remember what was it. I don't even remember the title of that live. And if you watch the ending part of the live, the lady was telling me how ugly I am. And then she was called, and I said, "You see, if I slap her now, I get in trouble for slapping her for calling me out my name. You know, just provoking somebody for no reason." You know what I mean? I never tell her that one day I ever have a problem with my ugliness. I never. Because I never one day consider myself ugly. You know why? Because I know who I am. And when you know who you are in life, people will try to drag you out, man. They will drag you like a bird. And you have to stay your ground, stand your ground. And then I remember I said something to her. I said, no, take your B ass back out the drive because I'm not going to serve you. And she pulled off. No, I said, hit the road, you be whatever, hit the road like a jack. Yeah. I said, no, hit the road like a jack and then mute. I walked away. And I remember I went to the back of the building and I was laughing. You know why I was laughing? Because anybody know my boat, know that my boat is sassy. Sassy. You know what I mean? But, and this is why I'm saying to you guys that when you realize that you all you need in life is peace, you have zero tolerance for anything no more. Certain things don't even bother you no more. Like the little petty behavior that people gonna come with, oh you ugly, oh you this, oh you that. Please. What are you telling me that I'm not aware of? Just write it on my birth certificate and give me a new one. And on there you should call me ugly. Because I'm proud of myself and you don't proud of yours because you drinking. You drinking, you can't even maintain it, but you're on the wheels. About to kill somebody down the street. Eh? Drunk as hell. Can't even see clearly. But you gonna call me that standing sober. No offense to people who drink, but it's just that when people can't maintain their alcohol, it's a problem. They make people who can maintain their alcohol look bad. You know what I mean? Because not everybody can maintain their alcohol, their liquor. And when they can't maintain it, they get out of hand. And people who just naturally drink to just entertain themselves or anything, they make people look bad. Because they go say, oh, they are just alcoholics. Everybody's become under one label. They are all drunks. But not everybody who drink and drunk. Most people can focus on what they want. You know what I mean? Most people can, but some can't. And then that's when they become toxic to other people around them. Very toxic. Because they have to ruin somebody's life because theirs are ruined. Because I know a lot of people that drink and they will never want their rude to you. Never. So I remember one guy came to the drive saying, big up to his mother, wherever his mother is that raised him. And he was talking to me and I could hardly hear him. And I said, sir, I could hardly hear him. And he was a young guy too, but when he came around, but before I even know who he was. And I said, sir, I could hardly hear. And you know what he said? He said, I'm sorry, ma'am, I'm so high. He said, let me pull around. You appreciate people like that because they let you know what is happening with them. So you're easy to appreciate people like that. And even if you were getting frustrated, you will calm down, you know? But when people drink and can't maintain themselves, they embarrass the community that just want to drink and just keep themselves cool, calm, and collective. And it's true. They embarrass the community who's just out there just trying to chill and relax and, get a buzz, get a kick or whatever. Enjoy themselves and relax. But here come this non-combo, can't hold his liquor or anything. And he just start talk a bunch of crap, disrespectful to people, causing problem and everything. It make people look bad who are just there for the entertainment. Who are just there just trying to relax and chill till they're ready to go home or anything. It make you look bad. Even though it's not you that, some you are distributing negativity to people. But when these people drink and you're a part of that community, that drink, these people make you look bad. And it goes to any walk of life in genre you're in, anything. Whether you're in the music industry, whether you're in the restaurant industry, you have all these people just popping at them out left, right, and center because they high as head. They can't see clear. They make you look bad because if you're standing there, you're part of that community, you're gonna feel embarrassed. And you probably say in your mind, then they should not drink if they can't maintain. And that's just my honest opinion. If you can't maintain your liquor or you can't maintain your weed because or anything, I don't think you should drink at all. And I don't think you should smoke at all if you can't maintain at all. Because then you're gonna become toxic to other people and being rude and ready to shoot and ready to this. No. Drink water instead. Walk with your lime and throw lime in your bottle Let everybody think it's alcohol. It's lime water. I don't drink, so I probably could say that. No offense to the community or anything, but it's just that some people make the community look bad because they can't maintain our. And some people, when they try to calm down, go home. Next time you go, you bring your bottle of water and dilute it with water. Oh, thank you. You know, I mean, it's crazy, man. People so rude and disrespectful. Yeah, rude, man. But that guy that came to the drive-thru, I must say, good job, Mama. You raised a good man. You know, he might be drinking everything, but he make sure he told me. He said, you know what, let me come around because I'm high as hell. You know, because they were coming from the club or something. So, you know, and people, you respect for that. You know what you're going through, but you let somebody aware it's easier. And that's my just honest opinion. I think when because you know when you serve the public and somebody come and say, "Mom, you know what? I'm having a bad day," or so, especially when you were being rude or popped at the mouth at somebody and somebody and you told somebody, "You know what? I'm having a bad day." The way they were perceiving you or looking at you change. And this is my honest truth. And I don't know if anybody in here ever encountered somebody who was coming in and being very rude, but after a while they say, "Ma'am, I'm sorry," or him or her, "I'm sorry. I'm going through a lot of stuff," or whatever. You the thought that you had for them, you rip that apart. You tear it up like piece of paper and throw it away. You know why? Because the mere fact that they told you what they're going through, how they're feeling, make you feel way better. It make you feel better because now you were just about to cuss them out in your mind like 3 times. And then because they opened their mouth and said something, you say, okay, I see why you're retarded. You know what I mean? You might say something smart, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, you will calm down. Even if you didn't root back to the person, but just the pent up negative thing. You know, our body reacts so fast to negativity. It reacts faster to negativity than positivity, I swear. Right now, if you're scrolling through the internet and somebody said, blah, 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 XYZ, blank, 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 the fastest we will click because we want to see what blank, 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 blank mean. So we react so fast to negativity as opposed to positivity. And that's just and that's just how I see it. That's my perspective though. You know, because even right now if you hear something, bang, 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 first thing we start do is negativity now because it's what we're running to look what it is. Positivity, you hear somebody preaching down the church here or whatever, that don't even phase you no more. You don't interested. When you hear somebody say blank, blank, boom, 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 and then you start running. But it's life, and that's what make up life. Everything, and that's why we have to strike the balance. Because that's what make up life. You know, many times people look at all the things that are happening around us made up life. Is what you do with the things around you is gonna separate you from the pack. You ever hear they say, "Is what you do separate you from everything else? What make you stand out?" Or if anybody ever watch Shark Tank and the people come on there trying to bid to say they have a better product as opposed to others' business that was already out there. And one of the most popular question that they like to ask, I think Mark Cuban like to ask is he said, what make you different from the rest? Because I know a few of those companies out there. What make you stand out? What tell me what you bring that gonna make him that make him different from the others out there? What you have to offer that they don't have? You know, and anybody who are businessman, they will know when you having a because there is multiple business out there people have. You could guess what? You could have better customer service. You could have better product, meaning that you spend more money in making sure your product is up to standard and up to par. Or it could mean that your ingredients is much more healthier in whatever you're selling, and it could mean that whatever you're doing is much more cheaper, affordable because you find place you done everything on your own in terms of you have the manufacturing facility and blah blah blah. So it's easier. You know, so you can sell things a little more cheaper as opposed to people who don't have their own manufacturing company to manufacture their goods or products. You know what I mean? Then it's gonna be high sky. So your business coming up, people would more go to you because you're much more affordable. As opposed to Harry over here selling all the Gucci and I can't buy the Gucci. I just have to buy the knock. You know what I mean? So in life is just what make you different from the rest. You know? You will be walking in a bunch of crowd and as a bunch of guy passing and see a bunch of girl walking and he will be looking and he might not know, he don't know nobody name and he might make or whatever. You might look, but that's not you. His attention was directed towards. But because you look, he might say, "Oh no, not you. I mean this one. This one over here. No offense to you, but this is the one I was looking at because he saw something that nobody had seen. That he want to have the person you are something, and nothing wrong with the group. It's just that his eyes saw what he want. You know, so you can't feel bad if somebody you walk in a group, and that's why they tell you, take something to the beach, you go by yourself. I mean, you won't feel offended when somebody say not you, that one. You know, you know what I mean. So, and you have to have strong backbone to deal with a lot of stuff, especially when you're in the public domain too, because you're gonna have mixed personality coming in, and when I mean different personality coming in. No one personality, go, hey, how are you? Hi. Next one coming, just give me my food right now. I want you say nothing to me. How much is my bill? Even when you're just saying, hi, how are you? How much is my bill? They don't want you to say hello. So you have to know the different kind of temperament that is you're going to encounter, you're going to face with to know how to deal with everybody. And then the more they come, they will start loosening up. They might not like you, but they will start loosening up because they realize you're still being respectful and polite. You know what I mean? So you can't knock everybody. You just have to just steady your grounds, and when you see people passing their place, you just let them know, I ain't the one. Or I am not the one. Doesn't mean you have to be rude. There's several ways to say things without being rude, even though sometimes we could be going through our own personal stress and everything, and at that time you're gonna take their head off. It's okay as well. We just have to learn to forgive, or apologize. Even if you don't see that person, you can always whisper a prayer and say, God, please, I hope that person forgive me. I was just having a bad day myself. Because that's when sometimes you lash out on people too. You're having a bad day. And they come, they just stop the icing on the cake and you just blow it away. Like the wolf, I huff and I puff and I blow your house down. You know what I mean? So we win some, we lose some people. And that's what we have to remember. But never forget who you are in life. When you forget who you are, that's when people drag you, keep throwing you under the bus and keep tearing you down. But when you know who you are in life, you can quickly change some stuff. And you don't have to say nothing too. Because as they said, silent is better. And when you move in silence, sometimes you achieve more than when you just not. When you just yeah. Everything you start sharing, nothing come to life yet. You know what I mean? So, and some people mad at you. Then why you didn't? No. You don't need to be mad. In due time, people will tell you what is going on. You don't have to force people to tell you what they don't want to tell you. And I see a lot of people, even employees, when you're telling you're going through certain thing, what is it you're going through? They want to know every hooks and cranny. Can't you have some professionalism in you? Can't you have some decency for people's life outside of work? Even if they come to you and share it, say, listen, I'm having a bad day. Why do you need to know everything? Why do you need to know the ups and downs? You don't need to know all of that. What you need to know, if a person said they're not well today, if you want to send them home to get you to relax or something, or get them some help. If you ask them, do you need me to get you some counseling or some advice, legal advice, or whatever advice they need? You don't need to be all. So what is it? Blah blah blah, and then they be smart on top of it. And you wonder when somebody clap you over here. You don't stress people out. Somebody going through something and they announce that they're going through something. There's no need for you to be smutty minded. Just if you can help, you help. If you can't help, then you're a part of the problem because now you're going to drag that person name into the mud. You know what I mean? So life is what it is. And you never know what people going through. I remember my first teaching job I got here. I met this teacher for 2 weeks, and we were getting Christmas break, and over the Christmas break, was it Christmas break or Thanksgiving? One of them, and she was quiet. When I say quiet, she was very quiet, very nice to me. Hi, how are you? They call me by my last name. Hi, so and so, how you doing? I say I'm good at everything and everything. And when I tell her, she was one of the most person who made me feel like, you know, I fit there. You know what I mean? And everything. And I went back to school after we get the short break, and I went back to school because I had just get the job within 2 weeks, and I met her. Went back to school within and a week and other 2 weeks off we did get we got. I see everybody crying. I'm like, what are you guys crying for? Like few days before she come back to work, she got killed. Devastating in front of her kids. Let me tell you something. They say you don't know what people going through, people. And that's why we have to be very careful. And even when you're on somebody live and you don't have nothing nice to say, don't bother say it. Give them a thumbs up or give them a little heart if you have to fake it. Fake it till you make it, even though I'm not faking nothing. You know what I mean? But if you have to do that, or something, or emoji, because not everybody can read emoji. So even if emoji say, you know, you know what people going through. That was the loss of the teacher. I wouldn't know that was going to be the loss of her. And I think she didn't even know herself. Right in front of her children. So let me tell you something, people. Some of you out there, you think you're on your high horse, get off it. Start do good. Because negativity ain't going to help you. All it's going to do is continue drag you in the mud. Drag you, drag you, drag you. And some of the outcome is not nice. It's not nice at all. So we got to be mindful. Mindful at all times. And even when people come and they don't tell you all these stories, you have a lot of people say, oh, because they decided that, who are you to judge somebody? They say he without sin cast the first stone. Why you casting stone on people? There's no need to. As I always say, if somebody mess with you, like you and them have an altercation and you have to tear them up that day, like a dog, you tear them up, that's fine. But if somebody don't do you nothing and you just literally get up constantly just tearing somebody down, you're sick. You are literally sick. Because for me to go to my bed and say, God, thank you for life, thank you for health, thank you for strength, thank you for your guidance, thank you for your protection. And then tomorrow I just get up and take up a camera and I just look at somebody and I just start tear them down and make it a headline. I'm sick. And I'm not far from in Jamaica they say Bellevue. Anybody know what Bellevue means? You're sick. You're literally sick. Because we need to cut. You know, you can start off with negativity because you want to grow. But when you realize you grow and you reach, you have a platform, you change. You can change you have control of your life so much that you don't even know it. We got so much powers in us that we don't even know it. I remember when I can't talk to everything, but I'm doing it just say it in parables. I remember when I was going through a lot of stuff. I can't discuss it now, but I'm just talking in parables now. I was going through a lot of stuff. I used to have to be my mentor for me. I used to have to talk myself. And when I say talk myself, I used to have to fight for myself because I did not, at the time, I did not know where to go, where to turn, where to look, where to seek help, where to seek this and everything. And I had to be my own role model to change to where I'm at today. Whether I am 100% comfortable at where I'm at, but I'm grateful. That's all that matters. You're grateful. You're humble. One day, all this will change. But for me to just pray all that in the night, think about it, people. You know, people with good heart, good mind, good vibes, good positive. And just think about you go to God before you go to bed. Like they give you this prayer when we're kids say, before I die, before I wake, I give my Lord my soul to keep. Amen. Can you imagine you tell God that and then you get up in the morning and you just rip somebody apart like a tornado and make headline with it? You're heartless. But I would rather tell these people instead of you keep tearing on people for the rest of your life and portraying, especially if you have children. They're gonna watch your life one day. They're gonna watch everything that you put out there one day, and trust me, that will paint them into a bad light. So sometimes what don't affect you affect your children. What you do in life, it might not affect you because you probably dead and gone or old and tired and wizard or something wrong with you nowadays. Cancer take you over that little evil witch. I can't stand him because he wrecked my family and everything. But one day, whatever you do, it will harm your children. And you have to be careful. So don't plant bad pictures out there because when those other children grow up, when you tear down other people and their children grow up and see your children, and maybe one have a business and the other don't, and they come in and they say, "Oh, my name is so and so," and then they look at the resume and say, "Oh, but it was your mama tearing me down." Or it was your mama tearing my father down. It was your uncle who tearing my father down. You know what happened? What you did to that child now? Even though that child had a good resume, good reputation, good qualification, because of your background, the child background, that child don't get the job. That child don't get the job. So what we're passing on in life, we gotta be very careful, especially if you have children. We gotta be very careful because it might not, nothing you do in life might not affect you, baby, but your children. You know, like a lot of people know that is getting crushed now. You see, so many things are happening, and if they have older kids, they're being dragged through all that mud with them. Is that fair? I don't think so. But because they were taught a certain way, they end up caught in their fire, in their parents' fire, which parents should always separate their lifestyle from their children. And that's my honest opinion. Whatever you do with your life, it should be separated. But again, once you're under one umbrella, they're gonna drag you through the mud. And it doesn't matter if they're gonna drag you until they can't find nothing to pin you with, then they say, okay, off you go. But you're gonna still be under the radar because what, you're affiliated with Harry. You're affiliated with Pat. So all these things we need to start changing. And not speak good. If we can speak good of people, don't say nothing. If you can cook, cook. A lot of people like to see cooking videos. A lot of people like to see people dance crazy, even if you don't make no sense. But you just make their day to see, okay, this retarded resilient queen over here dancing crazy like it. You know, people might not like what you're doing, but the mere fact that they see you put out an effort and try. But when you just get up and just tear somebody down, I don't know. You couldn't even tell me about God go with me. I'm telling you that. You could not tell me God go with me because you just tear down somebody and pray to God. I don't think He answer your prayer. That's just my opinion, though. Don't you know what I mean? But I'm just saying. And then early in the morning, you just get up with negativity. No, we need to think. I think we need to start change the way we look at stuff. Yes, we want to run with this. We want to run with that. We want to run with hell. We want to run in heaven. But the Bible says you cannot serve two masters and mammon. So we gotta either stop one and they change one. And if we're on the negative side, we need to come on the positive side. Because they say the same mouth that speak bad about you will also speak good about you. So nothing wrong if you change the trajectory of your race and say, you know what, I'm gonna start speak good about resilient queen. You know what I mean? Because you already put the bad out there, so screw it off. Strike a balance. You know what I mean? Because life is short, and to get up every day constantly tearing somebody down, I don't think that's a healthy lifestyle you're living either. Even though you're going to attract a lot of people who have nothing in the world to do but laugh. Because some people just there for the laughter, to be honest and to be frank. You know what I mean? Doesn't mean they agree with you or they with you with anything you're saying. They're just there for the laughter and just there to listen in. And some people just wanna just support you. And then doesn't mean they support what you're doing. But because they see you having a platform, they just wanna support you. So people gotta remember that sometimes when you see people support you, it's like me. When I listen to music sometime and I hear a song, don't ask me the word of the song because I do not know it. But because they have a nice rhythm and a nice beat to it, or so something you can keep you moving. You know what I mean? Then that's when I listen. Doesn't mean I'm listening to the words or what the word is. I don't know. So sometimes we see people supporting us or something. It doesn't mean that they're supporting you because of the crap you're talking, but because some people just naturally are supporters. They're helpers. They like to help in every way. If that means to take you out of trouble, they will do that to help you and everything. You know what I mean? Appreciate you. Appreciate. So we have to just be grateful, man. But don't pray to God to go to your bed and just wake up. I made false accusation about people. That's not fair. It's not fair. And this, as I said again, the same mouth that speak bad about you or ill about you, you can change it and speak good about that person. So start do some of those things. That mean we don't have to create this negative, toxic energy. You know, which in that cell, but it gets stale after a while. Everything gets stale after a while. It's like me get up every day and I'm talking and I'm not making no sense. It gets stale after a while. People tired of it. You know what I mean? It's just a way of life. I'm not telling nobody I'm perfect because I'm one of the boringest person right now. But guess what? Am I happy and comfortable the way I am? Yes. Am I learning my way around? Yes. Am I growing 100% because I'm blessed? As this person say, oh, you are blessed. Yes. And you gotta learn, man. I remember when I was younger and I'm growing, I have a sharp mouth. Still do. But it depends on the situation now. Some things I just can't tolerate. You know, I don't like to see people drag people down. I don't like to see people really talk. Not because you think you're in a better position than somebody give you the right. What right you have? God put them on here like you. So they got right just like you. You know what I mean? So don't feel like because you think you have privilege, that person don't got privilege. That we all do got privilege. In our own way. We all got something. But it's what we do with it gonna make us different. You know what I mean? It's what we do with it. You know. Because I know many people out there now. When I used to go to church a lot in Jamaica, we used to have this thing that if people like who become Christian then in the olden days, like if they become Christian and they sin today, they would go to church but they would sit at the back of the building. And then the pastor would already know that they sin or something. So that's why they at the back because I think that was a tradition then in the Pentecostal church. And was it Pentecostal? Church of God of Prophecy. Used to go to this church called Church of God of Prophecy. And they will sit at the back. Or they will come early and then they will go to the altar, get a pillow, those little pillows like these. And they will get one of these and kneel down at the altar and pray. And then the pastor will come, anoint them with olive oil and pray for them. That pastor probably died. He dead now, couple of them. And I tell you, when those people were praying then back in those days, man, you feel the Holy Ghost. Yes, man, I'm telling you. And those people, when they sin or they know they have done something wrong or curse. Because one of the lady that used to go to the altar and pray, she used to sell in the Balaclava market. I won't call her name. I won't call her name. But she used to sell in the Balaclava market. She was a Christian. But, sometimes when you're selling your goods or anything, people want to take advantage of you too. And she would maybe sin up, maybe not curse expletives, but say some things that were still nasty, whether you use profanity or anything. Expletive is expletive to me, as long as there's not a word that you can use, quote unquote, every day. Yes. And she will come to church because she used to go to the same church as my adopted mom. and we all go to the same church. And she would go to church and she would sit at the back, and then when it's time now, she would come up, and then our pastor at the time, they probably passed away now, will come and pray with them, and then they will get the olive oil and someone anoint them down and stuff. Yeah, cleanse them before they can come back up front to sit. They said, you know what I mean? But the powers of church now, on the other hand, is most time is right now it's kind of drifting. You don't have that strong. You remember when people younger and go into church, you feel those goose pimples. Are nowadays something you have to wonder if it's a party you're going to. You know what I mean? And then the mouth organs. I call these the mouth organs. They just shove young people at the church. You gotta cut that out. Soon as you go to church, if the Bible say come as you are, why would you worry about what the person will coming to church? The Bible say come as you are. That means that when that person in there, sooner or later, the more positiveness that person is hearing or something, they will want to change. They don't even have to want to change. They will realize that all their needs will start being met, and all their wants will start be going out the door. All this will start be shedding. All the heap of this, they will start the dropping all of those things. You don't need to force people to drop nothing. People will automatically drop it, because if they're praying and believe in God and this Holy Spirit and everything, all that will be removed. Slowly but surely. Everything they'll remove one day. God didn't take one day to build this world, you know. But when you start arguing and start cursing young people out in church, and young people this and young people that, I have my friend passed away by a car accident, and they stream it live and send the link, come and give it to me, and I send the link to one of my lady friend here, and we were both watching it, and the pastor was just talking. You dare to preach over the dead. You weren't there to preach talking bad things over the dead. He already did. Just preach so that the living can hear. Because you're not preaching to the dead now. The dead is dead. You're preaching to the living that is standing there to lay that person to rest. Oh, when they're young, nobody want to hear none of that. And I think pastors should know their roles in church. Their role in church is not to condemn young people. It's to bring them to the house of the Lord. They're not supposed to be condemning young people. They're supposed to bring them to the house of the Lord. Because look, yes, you are the rock of the church. But when the older generation pass off and gone, who are you going to hand the baton on to? Who is going to be there to carry that building, that temple? Who's going to uplift that temple when nobody is in there? Because you drag them, these young people, they're scared to go to church because they're afraid of rat. If you can close somebody, you close them. If you can't close them, don't say nothing. If you can shelter them, be quiet. If you can financially help them, make them be stable, don't say nothing. Just pray for them. Whatever you use to pray for people, you pray for people, and pray with a grateful heart. Don't just pray because you're praying. Pray and mean it. Because some people pray for you and they still don't do no justice because they pray the wrong prayer. So it didn't click. And you gotta want to pray for yourself to help yourself, because they say God help those who help themselves. But you wonder when you ask if they should go around, if even the minister should go around and say, why young people not coming to church? Because people shove them out of church. And some people calling themselves elderly. Stop it. Until you know you're righteous. Stop it. Because what's in purpose of you calling yourself an elderly when you're not righteous? You're not living a righteous life. You think God don't see through you? He said, I know who you were long before you were conceived in your mother's womb. So don't come out here because we out here not looking in your womb. Eh? When you're real, you don't have to tell the world, hey, look over here, I'm real. Look over here, I'm genuine. Look over here, I'm loyal, baby. What? You don't need to tell the world nothing, because you owe the world nothing, just to do what God have you on this earth to do. Because they say, many are called and few are chosen. And then we wonder why a lot. I was on my live the other day, and two of the chefs were there having a conversation, and I was asking one of the guys, why you didn't go to church? Why you stop going to church? And he was saying, when he was younger, his mom was on drugs or something, so that he used to go to church a kind of raggedy way or somehow. And the people in the church used to tear him down, talk about him and everything. So he started become thief and stuff like. Can you imagine? Those are the things make children feel inferior, feel like nobody cares about them, you know? And then they grow up now and they become all kind of negativity, and then everybody just here comes and washing them out. Yes, I know John, but boy wasn't gonna come out to nothing. I know Harry wasn't coming out to nothing. I know Pat wasn't coming out to nothing. Who are you to judge? Your kids might come out to something and then in the end they get killed by their husband or their wife or something. So please, everybody had their karma knocking. Don't knock down nobody karma. You wait for yours. Knock yours down. If we cannot help somebody, there is no point in us tearing others down. Because I think they say in the Bible, they say when he's coming back, he's not coming back for the righteous, he's coming for the unjust. And how are we talking about winning souls when we are tearing down the younger generation? Remember now, when we pass off and gone, that are growing older and older, or some we're not living to see older and older, who am I? I don't know what the future holds for me. But I'm just saying, who is gonna left to pick that torch up and carry it? Who is gonna carry it? We need to bring back the church where love was in it. Children learn to play keyboard in church. Children learn to play the drum. Children learn to play the instrument in church back then. Or you think you have, if some of you listen to some of these musicians, they told you where they get their skills from in the church. Some church you're going to know they don't got nothing for young people to do. They just sit there black. You know? Let the children be the backbone of the universe now. Is when they realize they have people who cares for them. I want to help them to grow. They will grow. They will grow. You know, I have this friend I call my brother. He's not my brother. I remember when I break out on this scene. I break out on the scene and I was doing really good for myself and everything. And you used to go to the same high school, and he said me one and he said, "Girl, I see you all over my TV, blah blah blah, so and so, so and so, such and such." And he was talking and he said, "You can't give me a link up, man." And at the time he was younger than me and everything. And I said, "Don't worry, man. I know my coach. I will give you a link up with him and everything." And now he here. He live in Texas now. And establish himself, have his own little business running and everything. Look how setbacks are here and there. But he okay. He called me, I think, last month, and I talked to him and I said, "Brother, you just hold the faith and be strong." He was kind of showing me certain things. You know what I mean? So life is about helping others. And I remember when he was supposed to go away and everything, and he called me, "Sis," he said, "Sis, I'm going to leave." At the time, I was still in college, and he said, "Sis, I'm going to leave." I said, "Yeah, man, brother, you just take it easy." And I called my aunt in England, and I told her, because my aunt was very sweet. If I said, "Aunt, I have this friend and he going to school or he going to get a scholarship to go here and there," my aunt would help. As much as she was older, she said, "My niece, I wish I was younger. I could have helped more better." I said, "Auntie, whatever you do it's a big blessing." And I called her and I told her about that young man. And when he was leaving, I think my aunt had came out a week before he left and gave me some pound, and I put it in his hand so he could take it with him to come over here and study at the time while he was pursuing track and field. So you can help. All young people need sometimes is a start. I understand some get it and be lazy and toxic with it, but that's on them. Once you give them a start, if they don't know how to find their way out, that's on them. That's not on you. You know what I mean? You just give them a start. That's all they need, a head start. And now he here and everything is good. You know what I mean? He not always concrete, but everything is good. He was able to come here, pursue a career and everything. I was too old then to get a scholarship to come here then at the time, but I was still able to continue pursuing, going to college there and everything. I was lucky enough to get me a scholarship and go to college and study and everything. Well, what I wanted to be a physical education teacher, but at the time I had maths in three. Anybody know about Jamaica? I had maths in three, so I needed it in like two or one to pursue maths at the time. So I couldn't do that, but I was getting a scholarship, and then this lady who was mentoring me too, she said, early childhood is not going to be hard. And since you already like kids, it's not going to be hard and everything. If you need anything, I'll guide you along the way. And she did. You know what I mean? And to my principal of the college who gave me that scholarship, so now I was able to have a college degree, you know, because I don't know if it was with parents alone, if I would be able to have it. So somebody paved the way for me, you know what I mean? And that's why I say whenever time I am blessed to be able to pass back that knowledge or blessing. I want to be able to pass it back and go back to my university, not university, college there, and be able to bless children, students. They're not children no more, because they're adults. Bless them so they can bless. If you ever sponsor one person at a time for every year, where they can have a 4 years scholarship, so that person don't have to worry. All they have to do is work on their school, do what they have to do to get a college degree so they can move on. And they will keep it going. You know, so there's a lot of goals and dreams. Because somebody paved the way for me, you know what I mean? Because when I come here and I see, I was able to use my degree here and stuff in, not in the like the higher level, because I have to do some other things to get it in order to you do it differently, like go bigger. But like early childhood or so, like daycare center and stuff, like you can use it to work there or whatever. And I come and I see I was able to make a difference and do some stuff. Come on now, ain't that a blessing? What if somebody didn't give me that scholarship? Would I be able to talk about I have a college degree? I don't know, because the first college I wanted to go to was GC Foster College, and when I went there, and they did the training and passed. You know, you have to, and they do fitness training with you and everything. Did all of that good and great, and then my boarding fee at the time was gonna be $80,000. Where would I get $80,000 for boarding fee? My God, I had to turn that down. I couldn't go, and at the time the college wasn't willing to give me no scholarship then, so I couldn't go there, and that was where I wanted to go at the time. And then when I was graduating, they all come to the university. The college was there because, even though we're colleges, we graduate from the University of the West Indies. And they were all there. The man that was there that told me no, he couldn't give me a scholarship or everything. I remember walking out that building crying, because that was my dream college to go to. Because I said, if I go there, because this was a big college, like with sports. I said, if I go there, I know people going to see the talent I got, and I'm going to work towards it. All that shattered. Maybe I would be on a Jamaica team or something. You never know where I would have been. But nevertheless, I was able to help somebody else to pursue their dreams to come. You know what I mean? So I'm telling you, behind the scene you can do so many behind the scene, and people look at you, and that's one of the things I say to people. You see why I'm so blessed right now? And when I mean blessed, not financially blessed, I'm not in that position, but I'm saying why I'm so blessed overall, because that is just one financial alley. But why I'm blessed in all the rest of alleys that I'm working towards and everything is because I think that I didn't harden my heart when I was supposed to help, you know, because now I'm reaping what I had sown. People are helping me too. And I was walking down. I remember when I went to the graduation and I was walking, and my principal is the one gave me my my bachelor's degree. That thing they give you, the pouch thing there to hold, and he was the one. And you should see everybody was cheering. Those who know the struggles, that everybody was cheering us. And then they saw me in this like 6-inch in heels, and I was walking and I was rocking those heels, baby, because guess what? I was able to rent a car. My dad was able to come. My dad brother was able to come. My mom was able to come, and one of my sister was able to come. The rest of them were out. They were out, so they weren't able to come. And it was a beautiful thing. So you see, when you can help somebody, when you see them have potential. I'm talking about people with potential. They want to go somewhere. Don't let those dreams go to waste if you can. Even if it's little food you can provide for them, little bus fare, because something help those person. You never know, one day you're changing life without it. You know, some people change life without even realizing that they're changing life, because just by helping. And I was able to walk down that carpet thing that they built there. And everybody, I remember one of the lecturers said, "Look at what I don't want to say that. I said, look at her, look at her." I felt so good. You see, guys, knowing the fact that I had to work so hard. I had to maintain an average to graduate, because I couldn't fail anything in college. If I only failed two courses in college, and I did it back over, and that was in second year. And I had to do it real fast, since you would not be able to graduate. I said, me, I'm graduating with my batch. And even though they give you a letter, because when you're on scholarship, you have stipulation, you have everything, expectation, demands you have to meet. And even though I was there and I bust myself off. I was the talk of it all. And it's so funny. I didn't go to my college graduation. Like the college have its own graduation. I didn't go there. Yes. Hi. How are you? Yes. What is it? And I'm telling you, it was so amazing. And before I left to come over here, I told my principal, I said I would want to give back something one day in honors, to honor how grateful I am for you. But I'm not going to be in the position right now. I don't know how long it will take, but whenever I can, I will. And even before, if I have to die before that happen, I would rather have a will that my children can take that baton up and do what I ask. At least make that wish a reality. Is to give back to that college. You know what I mean? Because when I was walking, even my mom was so poor. Because I know my mom didn't have that money. And then the person who had turned me down at GC Foster College, he was sitting on the podium too. You should see him looking at me. Listen, I look like a fly going. Listen, and then it's all white too. I look like a fly going down in our 6-inch heels, and I never wear the heels again, because right after I graduate, I left. So I'm telling you, people, beautiful things can come when you help. Sometimes all people need is somebody to believe in them. And it's a funny story how I got into that college too. Oh, I don't have no copy. I don't have no coffee right now. If you had a cup of coffee, regardless of what you say. Yeah. Yeah, but I listen. I believe in God, because the things I've been through, and I see me standing right now. If it wasn't for God, I don't know where would I be. Trust me, I don't know where would I be. As the songwriter say, where would I be? I don't know where would I be. You know, whether I am over here talking a million times about God, I don't have to keep repeating to know that God is with me. You know what I mean? You don't have to keep repeating to know God is with you. They say once He's in the midst, He's there with you. Once you're there. So how I got over that college now after the GC faster failure, because I didn't have the money to go in. I get in, I just didn't have the money to for the boarding. At the time the boarding was 80,000. I did not have that. And I remember when the man said he couldn't give me a scholarship, I walk out there crying, and it was just me alone. So you should see me crying and maintaining my tears and, motivating myself. It's gonna be okay. And I remember I was walking, and this is what came to my mind. One day, somebody is gonna see me and see that I have the potential and will help me. And I remember I was sick and in the hospital, and this guy was working at the hospital there in Mandeville. And remember when I think I said it on my live already, that I went to Cosmo School and I got a nail tech job, and I only go there for once and then sick the following time. And I said only thing came to my mind was things already better as long as the Lord was on your side. Yeah. And I saw, and he said, "What you doing in the hospital?" And I was telling him and so. And then he said, "I coach over XYZ college, the college I went to." He said, "I need you to come over there, man." I said, "Okay, I'll come and visit." And I start go over there and visit and visit. And one day I end up meet my high school coach. And I met my high school coach. He was coaching over there too. And he came to me one day and he whispered to me and he said, "XYZ, I'll just use my name, a resilient queen. He's watching you." And I used to go on the field. It was just me alone now, training and everything, go on the field. And I used to see this tall, big man stand up at a building. And I was there exercising, I mean, extending the legs and everything, stretching and everything. And I'm like, who is this looking at me? Actually, every day, that person, when I come to the college, that person make a point of duty to be watching me. And then one day, my high school coach, now coaching over there, said to me, that man is watching you. That man who is watching you, that's the principal. I said, what? Remember, I told you I pray that one day somebody see me and believe in me. And then I remember I was going to school for some more sexy. I was doing accounts, not accounts, I was doing business, I was doing, what one was I doing? Social study, human and social biology, because I had to have human and social biology to study early childhood, yes. And I was studying something else. POB, social study, human and social biology, and maths, yes. And he called me in the office one day. This is my head blowing up now. Biggest surprises, My head blown up, people, because now my life is about to change. I don't even worry about the struggle that's gonna come with it. I didn't care about that because I'm not there yet. You know what I mean? And I remember my coach called me, my high school coach, and he said, "Where you at? The principal wanna talk to you." And they told me how to dress to go in the principal office. So I had to dress in sleep, clothes with sleeve and something. Anybody know Jamaican when they say go something with dress up? He has everything up, nice and clean, man. We go all out for certain occasion, man. And he said, because you're gonna be the first one. And then I used to come on TV a lot, so he saw all that. I used to be in newspaper like every Sunday. He used to be in a newspaper or the Glean or the Observer, whatever they put it in. Or on the news if you win a road race or something, you come on the news. And he said, I remember he said to me, I can't give you a full scholarship because you're going to be our first guinea pig in terms of it's not a sports college, but they're going to try with me first and to see. But the next person coming in behind me may get a full scholarship. But you know how it go when people starting off something, they do trial and error. So you are the guinea pig. So I become the guinea pig. And he said, only thing you're going to have to pay out your pocket is miscellaneous. Baby, I have a phone my sister give me now. You can't talk to me, I get a phone. What I mean you can't talk to me. The way I'm so happy and grateful and thank God. I get a credit same time I had some money on me. It wasn't much because I was going in Kingston that same week to go compete. And I buy a credit and call my aunt in England and I say, Auntie, you would not believe what your niece just got because she play a role in me too, helping me and my sister. And I say, Auntie, you would not believe what happened. I got a 4-year scholarship. Only thing I have to do is pay my miscellaneous every year. That's it. A miscellaneous at the time could be 28,000 Jamaican at the time, maybe about 150 US at the time, or so depending. But then it was money if you don't have it, you know what I mean? And everything. And my aunt said, tell me how much you're gonna need for the year and I'll send it to you. And my aunt sent me some pounds. Girl, you can't talk to me with my pounds. I just send me some pounds and I change it out and feel like a movie star. Now the highest money I have in my hand. I feel good. But it was for college, so I make sure I make use of it, And everything I had to buy books and get my uniform and everything I will wear uniform. And I'm telling you, it's so beautiful. And then me, you see how I'm laughing and joking around? That's the same way I am. Anybody know me will tell anybody that same way she don't change. Sharp mouth, she don't change, she just being herself. And I'm telling you, it was so beautiful. And I remember this lady was mentoring me and she said, early child gonna be a little hassle because you have work to do, plus you have to compete everything and that. Me, the positiveness I had in me then, I'm telling you, you're just going through the roof. It's okay. And then the part that got me is when I went there, they used to print out. You have an ID, but they go by your ID now. So they used to print, say, if you fail a subject, you get the letter F or anything. And me bust out. This is me. By you know, I'm in a Christian college, and this is me. Well, I'm not the first nor the last gonna get the letter F. Everybody say I can't manage you. I can't. I'm telling you, I work hard, people. I work hard. I said I can't. Because if you fail, you're going to be on your own. And you might lose the scholarship. You fail too much, you might be on your own. I remember sitting in one of my exams, I even have a panic attack in one. And that's the year when I failed in the second year, first semester. After that, I never flunked nothing else. I never failed nothing else. Nothing else how I work hard because I couldn't afford. You know, my parents don't have everything going to act like me bougie. No. Plus, I had to compete and everything. I work hard, people. And that's why I say one, and I always said I needed to take a vacation, and I never take it. But one day when life changes, I hope to take that vacation, and I hope to go back and give back to that college so it can bless somebody else that, really was in the position like myself and needed it. You know what I mean? So hats off to that college. One day you guys will know whose college I'm talking, but if anybody know exactly the college I went to. And it's all over the internet if anybody know my real name. So it's not nothing hiding. It's all over the internet what I did there. And it was so nice. And then I was so shy. If I go into Kingston and I won a road race, I used to participate in road, and I won a road race, I would not go to school on Monday because my principal no, he was my biggest supporter. When I say supporter, oh man, he was my biggest supporter. I swear. I won't tell you the name he called me because then you know my last name. No. He is my biggest supporter, man. He said, "Where is XYZ at?" I'm telling you, I saw her. She did so good. And then I remember the administrator, this Indian lady there. I used to talk to her like every day. And she said, "Little girl," because I was very small. She said, "Little girl." I didn't even have this ass in front of me now. She said, "Little girl, you're telling me that all along you're this big champion in our college." And I didn't, and I wasn't no big anything, but when once you go there, nobody ever, been there in a long while, you know how we go, you know. And she said, "You're telling me you're this kind of girl going out there and doing all these things for us, putting our name on the map, and you're this humble? I cannot believe all this time I'm talking to you, I did not know that you did all these." Till my principal announced it and everything, but I couldn't stand the excitement because I used to be very shy. Used to be very shy. We used to just stay in a little bunch, you know. To be very shy. I joke around, but be very shy and everything. But I'm telling you, man. So, I believe that young people, all they need is just the support. Some will take it and go far. Some not gonna take it and go far. That's okay. We just have to pray for them, and hopefully that some of them is when they get older they realize that wow, they make all this opportunity pass them. But that's okay. So I'm saying one day I want to give back to the college. You guys will see because I told him that one day when my life is changed around, I want to go give back to them because without them, I don't know if I will be able to have a degree so smooth. What I mean so smooth, just like that, you have four, even though it was a half a scholarship and I just pay miscellaneous, I consider it a full scholarship. Because the little bunch that I had to pay every year was not even much. And then they offered for me to live on campus. Me with my little sharp mouth, my friends at the time when we go to orientation, they start meet everyone. They said, "Why you don't come and live on campus with me?" I said, "No, because if I'm hungry, I could shake like a salt out at home. Nobody have to know because I didn't live far from college. It's just one taxi away, you know." So yeah, and I got so much to thank God for, and that was one of the biggest things. 'Cause, when you get a qualification, whether you use it or not, it's good to have it. Okay, you never know what the future hold, and you might need to use it again or anything. You know what I mean? And then my aunt and my sister, they play a big role. They play a big role, man. And that's why I say one day to come. I told my aunt said, I want you to pave the way back for me. I want you to, come. My aunt is very old now. I don't even know if she's still alive now, but I email her son all the time and stuff. Last time I talked to her, she had dementia or something like that, where she forget people and stuff like that. Because when I used to talk to her, she said, "Who are you?" or something in the end. Because she was like 80 something now since I'm here. She bought, if she's still alive, she probably bought 90 something now or so, maybe. Yeah. And I told her, I said, "Auntie, one day I'm gonna have a foundation and I'm gonna have it with your name on it." She said, "Okay, okay, my niece." And I told her son, because her son come out here often to Jamaica. His son come to Jamaica very often because they're in the army and stuff like that. Big up in there. And I told her one day I would put something in honor of her. She said, "Okay, my niece, whatever you're doing, you have my 100% support, you know." So, because I believe, when people pave the way for you, you have to be grateful. And people believe in you. And my college principal believed in me. I didn't even know me from Adams, but he take a risk with me. When somebody take a risk with you, whether you go south or you go left or you go north or you go wherever you go, you will always remember that. Because that's the moment that changed your life. You will never forget it. You might not remember everything that happened, depending on what happened afterward, but you will never forget that day when your life was changed. And I worked so hard, sleepless nights, studying. I remember I went to Canada and compete in a race. Anybody from Canada will know Sunnybrook Park. I compete there, yes. And I went one year. Me and one of my girlfriends. She's now a lawyer. She's also a teacher as well. She went to GC first as well too. And we went there together. We stayed with my cousin. I have a cousin over there. Cause I have a lot of family in Canada. By my dad, I don't really know much of them. But when I went there, we were starting to, connect. And I went to Sunnybrook Park. So anybody from Canada know Sunnybrook Park? Yes, I went to Sunnybrook Park twice. And we compete in that race there. I forgot what the name of the race. And it was so beautiful. And then the second time I went back to Canada, I trained so hard. I went to Canada. This dumbass, excuse my language now. Before the race, I felt like I want to defecate, right? We say defecate, which is do or whatever, number two or whatever. So the bathroom was like over here. The bathroom like over here, and the race was about to start like here. I mean, it was a 8K and 8K and I think 5K. Me decide to go to the bathroom. I decide to go to the bathroom right before they start the race, like 2-3 minutes. Why by the time I cut my number two, people don't understand when you run in race and see all this stuff that you have to go through and the nerves racking that day before it starts, You want pee, you're nervous, you're rocky. And let me tell you something, guys. I went there, and that year when I went, I was confident enough to say I'm gonna win that race. Because at the time I was even training, I was even in a better position than my training partner that I went with, and even she herself said it too. And I went to the bathroom. By the time I'm in there, I hear animal get. By the time I get out that bathroom, everybody's gone. Do you want to know how fast I ran? I ran and end up come fifth. I ran from the back of the line and end up come fifth. At the time, I was doing real good in distance, real good. And that day, even the winner came up to me and said, "Where were you?" And all eyes was just on me. Everybody was coming up and say, "We saw where you came from." People was riding on the bicycle coming, the people them help direct us and everything. And they said, "Wow, you are good." Meaning, I trained so hard. I used to train so hard, run every morning 4:30, 5 o'clock, going out to compete and then get up, get ready, go to college. every morning till when I couldn't be able to go anymore when the work started get enough. I used to stay inside the house. I tell you could stay inside the house and exercise, you'd be surprised. For a whole, almost a whole semester or so, coming up to intercollegiate championship, because we had to go to intercollegiate championship. Um, I was in the house using hula hoop and just running on spot. And you would be surprised to know how your boss sweat on hula hoop. I used to use the hula hoop and just go around with the waist. Man, some people say they have to go to the gym to exercise. Trust me, you just stay right in the house. All you need is the equipment. Your hula hoop. I used to get buckets of water and try to lift them like dumbbells or something. Do some push-ups, stand up outside, and if you have a little wall where you can hold on to, do some push-ups. I used to do it all. Because, now I got to maintain my grade because, it's down to crunch time and you won't graduate. And I want to graduate with my batch. I'm telling you. And then I have some friends, they used to say, you're not easy. One thing I like with you, you're always helping us. Because I never, in college, I make sure none of my friends was struggling. Anybody was struggling, I'm trying to help. They always say, where's XYZ? Where's X? I'm trying to help everybody, guys. Well, I mean, helping everybody. Because I listen to my friends' stories and they will say, I can't afford to fail because so and so is just helping me or this person helping me, blah blah. And I'm like, wow. In my situation, I have the 4 year scholarship, so all I have to do is maintain, and I was doing real good, I was pushing myself beyond, you know what I mean, and I was helping others along the way, even though I was doing this. And I remember when I went there in Canada, we have a 36 activity booklet thing that we have. Some of it we have to build because that lecturer didn't play. Yourself, big up to you. And we had to build that activity. When I came back from Canada, I already planned out everything and left it till hopefully the group would have started. Came back, nothing done. I raised hell. And by the next night, I have me and my friend at the time, we were just working, trying to get everything done to go present. Man, I tell you, we've been through the hurdles. We've been through it, guys. But here am I, still alive and well, you know. And that's why it's very good to make a difference. Like I do this dance on my YouTube channel called Skip to Malou. And I remember when I was teaching at the first school, the principal was so sweet. Bless your heart. Bless your heart, my dear. I left. There is no, I left. I couldn't stand certain things, so I left. But there's this little boy was there. He was adopted, and then we were in the class, and we have sometimes we have free time, downtime, and they said, where you from? They start asking questions. So I start playing local music. I said, we're gonna exercise. So I use the songs as exercise. The Skip to Malo. It's a good workout song, trust me, because they upbeat. And then it was a Friday or something. So one day I heard the little boy mom said, it's you name XYZ, and I said yes. So and so come home. I won't call no name. So and so come home and said, my teacher teach me how to do Skip to Malou. Guys, we were out there doing Skip to Malou. The kids were busting up sweat. They were doing everything. We were playing basketball. Man, I think I'll go back into sports again. Not sports, go back into teaching. Well, I'm teaching my son now, but I mean, I'll go back into the profession. And the kids used to have so much fun. I like when kids have fun. Even with mine, I bicker at them, but you know how we go. When you're the mother for your children, it's different from opposing to be into a setting, you know what I mean? I want my kids to enjoy life. Any children around me, I want them to be happy, but at least they gotta know that discipline is of utmost important too. Yes, I know I'll be talking about everything, but such is life. You talk when you care now how the spirit work. The good spirit and how it work, and give God thanks and praise. And one day I will surprise my college. I will. Yes, they deserve it. Giving back to them so they can help others. Help others. Be a scholarship funded through me, and whosoever wanna come on board with me one day, not right now, just in the future. I'm just saying, because I was fortunate to get one, so I would to be able to have a degree. I don't know if I would have one. I mean, sometimes you see people journey, leave people alone, because God didn't build this world in one day. So let's help build each other up. In everything is start from scratch. You know what I mean? It's a stepping stone. Everything is a stepping stone, and you have young children out there. You let them know that they can go there, use their talent. If they're good at soccer, they're good in football, pay attention to how they play in the game. Go there, they can change their own life. The good thing now in America, they're changing stuff around where now these athletes now can start make little money. Hopefully, I don't know if it's effective yet or anything, because I'm not following up with that. But I remember once when they said that. But hopefully, so whatever your children are playing or whatever sport you put them in, you talk to them about, even with me, how I was able to get a scholarship through my talent, share things with them so they can understand. Her mama didn't have it, but that doesn't mean she didn't have high hopes to pursue a goal. And I even remember once I said, my mom don't have money to go to college. I need to use my talent because I had stopped run at one point and then I pick it back up. And man, I remember my first race I run in Kingston was they call the Grace. What was that race called? I forgot. And this interview, when you win a race, when you win a race, or so they interview, right? And this person was saying, "How comes I didn't know you?" And it kind of job I do, I must know everybody. And my smart mouth turned around to the man and said, Bob Marley died, and I wanted to meet him, but I didn't get a chance to meet him. Said in other words, you're not gonna know everybody, because at the time I felt some way based on how he said it. Because remember, they say it's not what you say, is how you say it. And he said, I should have known you. How comes I didn't know you? Where are you from? Blah, blah. And the way he was saying it was, to me, was kind of come off rude at the time. You know what I mean? So I said to you, you're not going to know everybody. Oh, yes, but it's my job. I said, it's not your job to know everybody. Because I wanted to know. And then I run and I said, I wanted to know Bob Marley. Bob Marley died before I could know him. So even though you say, oh, it's my job to know everybody, it's not your job to know everybody. You're not Jesus. So no, come and tell me it's your job to know everybody. Cut that out. That's a mental disability. So, yep. And that was so my highest. What's my highest? And they have so many road races in Kingston. Then before COVID kind of take over some now. And the other day I see they went to the festival there in Old Harbor. I see some YouTuber went to the festival there in Old Harbor. We used to go to Old Harbor Run too, a couple of us, and a couple places. But it's life, people. It's life. I come here too. I still compete here too. I just didn't compete this year. I need to start taking back real serious. Get back out there and get this stomach down. Look like a Lord of the Ring. Yes, if I have any hate in me, that's for my stomach in front of me. But at least every time I try to hit my stomach, I be reminded that I have two beautiful little young men out of it. Even though they telling me now, Mama, you look pregnant. I say, yeah, I'm pregnant because you guys come out there with your big self. Because they were big. They were big when they came out. They were very huge, big babies. Big babies. We hope that they were going to be 7 pounds. They come out 8 pounds something. So they were big babies coming out. So, but I'm grateful for what life gives to me, and I'm happy, and I'm grateful for everybody, and for everybody who's on their journey as well. Don't give up. Whether you're young or you're old, and you think you have not yet accomplished something that you want to accomplish in life, all you have to do is just keep chasing your dreams. You're gonna shed little tears along the way. You're gonna laugh along the way. You're gonna cry. You're gonna do everything along the way. But guess what? As a songwriter, one guy, I love this song. He said, God is not done with me yet. I'm just getting started. So just go out there and do what you gotta do. Just go out there and do what you gotta do, and never forget Never lose hope and never forget. Is it never forget the crossroad? And then I used to have this lady down there. May God bless her heart. She used to sew all my uniform for me for free. At one point, I had to say to her, "No," and I call her auntie. I said, "No, auntie, no. Anything I need, it was not. When I tell you guys, it was nothing. She only had one child, but it was man. Anything I want, I was like a little pet. Anything I want that, and I mean, she was not my mom. She was not my aunt or anything. I don't even remember. I met her through another young lady I used to go to Cosmo school with and everything. And she used to go there and she said that's her just make and everything. She could make good clothes too. I'm telling you, people. So life is out there, you know. And I remember I used to work at this before I started go to college. I used to work at this supermarket at the time. I used to be in the meat department. Man, when we just get the job, me and another girl, the security guard asked us, "Have you worked this job before?" I said, "Never. We had no experience. We just came here and gained experience." Because they wanted workers. They said, "Can you come the next day?" Yeah. My grandfather, which is my mom, father passed away in that year 2010. Like he died today. He died last week. I'm gonna bury. They buried him quick, and I had to go to the funeral. So I had to rent a car. And the same guy that passed away, we rent a car, and me and him and a couple of other friends went down and give support. But I couldn't go to the funeral because I had to work because I just get the job. You know what I mean? And everything. And man, me and that girl, we shut the store down, man. We run it like the boss said he never seen nothing like that yet. And one day they pissed me off and I told him, man, I said, "Give me my bag." "You can't let them." I said, "Give me a bag. Give me my bag. I'm gone." I never look back, people. And I remember I was getting ready to go to the Bahamas to go visit my sister I haven't seen in so long. And one girl stopped me at the door. Because I'm always a little motivated to, I'm troublemakers. You said that. And the girl said to me, remember you say you want XYZ to go. I said, "Don't worry." I say, "I was working for 2 years and God do it for me, you will do it again." That's exactly what I said. I swear to God. If she willing to tell you guys the truth, you tell it. I said, "Give me back, let me go." And I remember afterwards, I start going to college and competing and everything now. Because when I start work there, I was training hard. And the same coach who helped me with that guy who over here now running, was running. He not no longer running now and competing. He was helping me out too, and we were supposed to go to the national trial in Kingston to go participate. I think in the 800, the 1500, and I think the 3000. And I told my boss at the time, and he said, "Is either you want the job or you want to go compete?" My dumbass take the job. So maybe that was a shot, but you know what? It's okay. Yeah. So I take the job because I needed the job to, take care of bills, take care of my mom, take care of certain things. You know what I mean? So I ended up took the job. But the knowledge I have now, if it was now, I would not take the job. I would go do the running because I was training and everything. And coach called me and I told him, "No, that's where everything kind of shut down for me." You know what I mean? In taking to the next level because the coach believed in me too, and he was from Saint Vincent too. So big up to all the Saint Vincent them too. He was from the Saint Vincent, but he believed in me. He said, "I know you could go far." He used to come watch me train. Yeah, man. A couple of the coaches passed who believed in me too. They so rest in peace. So yeah. So many stories, people, so many stories. But as I always say, you can take a page from somebody's book, but make sure you're writing your own story. You know what I mean? Take a blank one so you can write your own story. Even if you have to use pointers to help build around your own story, nothing wrong with that. Pointers are reminders to point you in the right direction, in my opinion. Yeah. And I take the job. But nevertheless, I still when I get to go into college now, and one day I go in there, we were doing a project, and I went in there, and customer was shopping, and it's like it's good to be good to people, regardless of anything. and customer was shopping, and I went in there to ask him for something because we needed it for a project, and I told everybody, don't worry, where I used to work, they will give it to me, and I went there, and I asked him for some. I forgot what it was we needed for the project. It was a science project we're doing. We need some stuff. I forgot what it was, and he gave it to me. He stopped everybody that was in buying something in the store, and he said, hold on a second. And actually, he was a past student of the college I went to too. And he said, hold on a second there. I need to stop everybody. And you, young lady, you stop right here. You see this young lady right here? I wish many people would be like her. I am so proud of her. And I want you to continue to do your best. And I want to say that so everybody could see that. I am proud of you. Because just to see well how far you're coming from, you know? Yeah, man. Knock up your shoes and don't be afraid to knock your shoes up. You know what I mean? Don't be afraid to knock your shoes up. Because many times we're afraid to knock our shoes up and then what happens? Don't be afraid to buckle your shoes up and go. Life is out there for everybody. Don't think because this person over here have things you're not gonna have it. Trust me. When you wait your turn, life is a beautiful thing when you wait your turn. You know what I mean? So wait your turn and become beautiful. Yeah. Even though things, ups and down right now, but guess what? There's light at the end of the tunnel. There is light at the end of the tunnel. Beautiful thing, man. And that's why we gotta learn to just be appreciative and encourage young. And that's why I believe so much in young people. We need to learn to encourage young people to grow. And if you believe that you see a young person around you that have the potential, help them. I remember I used to work at this other place here when I came here. And I used to work at this other place here. And there was some young person living within the same area I was, and they used to get off the bus and come from school, and they used to come and they used to say hi to me. A young lady, two young lady, and they're I think brothers and sisters, and one of them were brothers and sisters, and they used to come into the store all the time, and they used to say hi, aunt. They call me auntie. Hi, auntie. How are you? Blah blah so and so. And then I used to talk to them, I encourage them, and then when COVID come in, one of them become a nurse. She said, I'm going to school to become a nurse. I said, congratulations. And then she was saying, you know what? We're supposed to do on a research paper on something. And I'm not sure what I really want to do the research paper on. But because I did research while I was in college, I get an A in research. I like to research. And she said, I wondering if I should talk about COVID. COVID that just came in and stuff like that. And I was there giving her some pointers and everything. I was talking to her, and I was so proud of her because she didn't have to tell me that she go in there. But when they come in the store and if they short something, they would say, "Auntie, can you help me out today?" And I would take my little tip, and I would buy them whatever they need or contribute if they need $1 extra, or if they don't have anything, they would say, "Auntie, we don't have anything today. Can you help us out or something?" I never hesitate. And when those kids were going to branch off to high school, they come and they let me know. And they didn't have to. And I say all the best to you in your endeavors. And there was this little young lady there. I forgot. I don't remember their names. I'm not good with names, people. And everything. And they all come and they sat, they talk, they laugh, and some little young boys there. Were little kids then. Some of them were brothers and sisters. Auntie, what can you do for us today? But I think the family had moved away. But one of them become a nurse. We're studying to become a nurse. Maybe if I've seen her now, I wouldn't recognize her. I would not recognize her. Unless she tell me who she is, I would not recognize her. But I'm telling you, life is beautiful. And as I say, all that I'm going through right now, I think because of the goodness that I've done behind all this scene and everything is what I am reaping now. It's struggling, but every time I think of worry, I have to remember that God got me, you know, because I plant my seed when I could, still planting it even when I can't. I'm still trying. And that's why it's always good to just, if you can bless somebody, bless them. If you can't bless them, say nothing. And blessing don't mean financially. It's just a little word of encouragement, motivation. People think you have to always talk about money. You don't have to, you know. Because even me going through school, I used to always have, up till now, I still walk with a bag. Always have some food in there. If I die today, if it were candy in my bag. I always have food in my bag. You never know what can happen. I believe you always have your food in your bag. Trust me, I believe in that. You never know. Because see somebody on the street there and they say, Auntie, I will eat all morning. I'm so hungry. But because you always walk around with food in your bag or something, you could say, here you go. You know what I mean? You say, would you like this? Or, you never know. Never know. Because even through college, on weekends time, some of my friends who weren't going home, they say, SYZ, can you take us and go get us something to eat or something? I used to trouble my friends though. I was like, no, can I come home with you? No, I don't want none of you coming home because if my house is dirty, I don't want you guys look underneath my bed. That's how I used to just put a little smile on people's face and everything. They say, you're not easy. And then when I kept my brother birthday, yes, I kept my brother birthday, and they all come and supported me. That was so sweet of them. Yeah, who was able to come down by themselves? They come, and then the rest of them, I get them too, and they come and they give me a support, and the person who was running the business give it to me for free. The business, all I have to do is buy anything anybody want. I told them it's on me. If they don't pay for what they want, I will pay for it. Whatever they need to give it to them, and then cause rent is expensive. So if you had to rent that for the year, um, keep up the birthday party and everything. So I had big goals and big dream before I left. That what I was wanted to do and everything. We were talking, everything was in the pile. But after you have to turn a little sometime. Everything have to be on pause. Yes, I was doing it. I started off with my brother, and I wanted to keep doing it. But hopefully, guys, all hopes is not lost one of these days. So you see, no, it's not just now I'm throwing birthday parties or anything. I want to mean throw birthday party. It don't take much to throw a birthday party, and then I can bake. So I could bake something and get some icing and make it around and make it nice and so you know what I mean. Yeah, but I was doing it, people. I'm telling you, I was about to do it. As you say, God said I have other plans for you. Other plans for you. So going forward, people just try and do something good. You don't have it deep in your pocket. You just bless people, pray for them, word of encouragement. You see people going down the drain, and you see they come and talk to you. Trust me, you're a chosen one. These young people don't go to everybody to talk to about nothing. So when you see anybody at all come to you and can talk to you and everything, trust me, word of encouragement. If you can give them some advice or solution and XYZ, don't go ahead and do it. You know. So others paved the way for me, and I pray that one day I will be in that position to be able to pave the way bigger and better. I'm paving now. That thing is making noise. I saw it from yesterday. I don't know where it's coming from. I don't like it's over there. It's not in this building. There's another building very close by this window right here. By the window right here. Very close. So I don't like apartments. Because all I hear is cock, cock, cock. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, people, God making us stay along with me. Just thanks for the support and everything. I'm pretty sure I take some of you guys down memory lane of who I am, and probably some of you figure out who I am. But my name is Resilient Queen. I don't care if you figure out who I am. My name is Resilient Queen. Okay? Until then, people, you guys have a blessed good morning and good night wherever you are, and manana to some, and good evening to some, and good morning to some. You know what I mean? So until then, peace out, and the rest of you are having your day about to journey along. Continue journey with God and everything will be alright, man. Everything curry. Everything sorted out, everything nice. You know what I mean? Yes, just go on whole of vibes. Until then, I know many of you gonna sip on your coffee right now. Go sip on your coffee and enjoy the rest of your life. And for everybody who comment, share, like my videos or whatever, even if you don't like or anything, you just watch from this side or anything. I'm like, who am I to judge? Appreciate all of you. Big up yourself. Big up on a clean self. Me, I'm gonna get me a bottle of water because I've been talking for so long. I don't even know if my mouth turned white. But I did tell people, Resilient Queen, and we're gonna sign out. And I wanna say peace out. As always, peace, not the beast. Peace out. Bye bye.